At Marathon gas stations, every stop is the start of fun, like the awesome fuel savings you can get with Marathon Rewards. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning rewards on every gallon of gas. You can redeem rewards at any time, saving up to $1 per gallon. And don't forget, Marathon stations are packed with all the conveniences you need to stock up and live life on the go. Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details. When everything at work is on fire, deadlines are slipping, and your entire team just won the lottery, you think, this is a job for sponsored jobs. When you need a hiring hero, an Indeed sponsored job will match you with quality candidates. Phew! Sponsored jobs boost your job post and search results so you can reach the people that can help your business thrive. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, you only pay for results. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
Explore Europe the Strength Way with Condor Airlines. Fly nonstop to Frankfurt and connect seamlessly across Europe. From Venice to Barcelona to Budapest, your vacation begins the moment you step on board. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, Condor is celebrating 70 years of passion in the skies. Visit condor.com to learn more.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, the fun folks at prevention.com, they put out a list of 30 items that can be dangerous when they expire. Now, you probably expect the regular stuff like milk, cheese, yogurt, meat, etc., but they assume that you already know that. No, they're telling us about stuff like toothpaste, Vaseline, eye drops, even sunscreen. Case in point, a woman took to TikTok urging people not to use expired sunscreen because she did and ended up with second-degree burns on her forehead where she applied said sunscreen. A woman in Utah, she used expired hair dye. She ended up in the ER with a whole bunch of issues, including scabs with, quote, stuff oozing out of them. I'll just leave it at that. Those were her words, not mine. Good times. The point is, Prevention.com's list is that there's a ton of everyday products that we didn't realize have an expiration date and can be potentially dangerous. Now, that is not the case with food. Most of us are aware that food can go bad, and most of us pretty proactive about it. In fact, the FDA, they say that 30 to 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. That adds up to 20 pounds per person per year. That also adds up to $165 billion a year of food that we just throw out, right? Because we believe that it has expired. Well, one man, the founder of Mom's Organic Market, he saved himself some money by intentionally eating nothing but expired food for a year. Not just him, but his entire family. And he said he did it to prove that expired food isn't always dangerous. And that may be true, but sometimes it is. Residents of Brooklyn homeless shelter, they're suing after they were served expired food, and all of them got violently ill. And there's a guy in Massachusetts. He had his legs and fingers amputated after ate leftover Chinese takeout. So suit yourself, run your own risk. But look, man, we've all been there. You bit into that piece of bread to find out it's moldy, the piece of cheese to find out that it's moldy. Maybe you drove on expired tags. You knew you were because they sent the letter, but you thought you'd get away with it. And then the cop said, do you know why I pulled you over? And you said, is it the body in the trunk? And he said, we'll get to that. Actually, you just have expired tags. But that's what our question's about today. We've all gone past that expiration date, and we had to pay a price somehow. So today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is, what did you consume or use that was expired, and what should you have gotten rid of but didn't?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to the men's room at KISW.com, and I'll watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
At Marathon gas stations, every stop is the start of fun, like the awesome fuel savings you can get with Marathon Rewards. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning rewards on every gallon of gas. You can redeem rewards at any time, saving up to $1 per gallon. And don't forget, Marathon stations are packed with all the conveniences you need to stock up and live life on the go. Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details. When everything at work is on fire, deadlines are slipping, and your entire team just won the lottery, you think, this is a job for sponsored jobs. When you need a hiring hero, an Indeed sponsored job will match you with quality candidates. Phew! Sponsored jobs boost your job post and search results so you can reach the people that can help your business thrive. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, you only pay for results. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
Explore Europe the Striped Way with Condor Airlines. Fly nonstop to Frankfurt and connect seamlessly across Europe. From Venice to Barcelona to Budapest, your vacation begins the moment you step on board. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, Condor is celebrating 70 years of passion in the skies. Visit condor.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Steph, and I work at United Healthcare. When I think about United Healthcare's members, I think of my own family. My niece was diagnosed with an ultra-rare genetic disorder. I know how hard it is for families. At United Healthcare, we can make it easier.
I'm Brian. I care because I know what it's like to not speak the language. It's not easy. Health insurance is complicated. I would say our job is to make everything easy for our UHC members. I work for United Healthcare. I'm committed to care.
99.9 KISW.
Oh, Patrols, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,550. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Once again, we'll be joined by Taryn Daly and Steve Miggs from the Daily Miggs Morning Show to sit and spin. And today we have 10 songs with famous backup singers. Some of these are pretty obvious.
Famous backup singers, or they're famous singers that did backups for other people?
For other artists. That's exactly right. So basically, like if you're, I don't know, the Beatles, and you have someone play with you, typically they will credit you, but oftentimes they do not.
I feel if you're a backup singer, man, that makes me think. As far as backup singer songs go in the rock world, what is it like? You can't always get what you want.
Yeah,
Rolling Stones, right? I mean, they got this whole chorus, all these people singing. I wonder if they credit them.
No,
because
they might credit the choir.
Yeah, I want my name, man.
No, I doubt that.
I'm just saying.
But these are guys that are front and center most of the time, but agreed to lend their vocals or musicianship to another band that you know.
All right, I guess people not on the list. Anthony Kiedis.
He is not.
We just need someone monotone. Just make sure you have no range. David Lee Roth. We can't have screaming in the background.
No, he would not be good. There's a reason why a lot of these people have not been asked to do this.
You know why.
Yeah, But some people have, and you can't believe that they actually
said yes
to the part, and they did it. I mean, like hell, just in history alone. If you look at Linda Ronstadt, she just got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right.
For her first two albums, it's the Eagles. And everything behind her is...
Really?
Yeah, it's Glenn Frey, it's Don Henley, it's...
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? Not Bernie Lee, the other guy. Anyway, that's...
Like you named the Eagles.
So when you hear those songs, all those harmonies and all those backgrounds, you're like, this really sounds familiar. And the reason it is because it's the Eagles.
The Eagles.
They have a pretty unmistakable sound. So some of these you will know. You can hear them pretty clearly. Other songs... They're kind of hard to figure out maybe who's singing backup vocals on them. So 10 songs with famous backup singers coming up as we'll sit and spin on the way at 4:30. And today we're going to talk about things that you consumed or use that were expired, and which of you maybe gotten rid of, but you didn't. So maybe about a month ago, I told the story of, I think I was walking in with bags of groceries, and right in the inside of my garage is where I hang my fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do this. I don't know why it's in the garage. I don't know if that's the first place. That's just where it was when I bought the
You
house.
want to have your fire extinguisher in the least convenient place possible in the event of a fire.
Because my money says it's going to be in the kitchen. So why it's not up there, I have no idea. But anyway.
And if it happens while you're sleeping, you just have to run down 2 flights of stairs to grab it.
Yeah.
Through the fire
Exactly.
into the garage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Simple.
run back up.
And then back up the stairs.
If I'm all the way down, I'm getting out.
That's a good point.
Run right
do I
past
run
the
back
fire
up or do I
extinguisher.
leave?
I'm out. So it never really dawned on me. All right. So I and keep in mind the car is in the garage. I elbow this thing accidentally and I knock it off the little stand it's on.
Yeah.
It falls on the ground and it basically shoots like a cannon.
Yeah.
Across underneath my car, by the way. Like that. I mean, it's like, and I'm like, man, all right. So I go over to this thing. It's pretty well blown out on top. And I'm looking, there's no foam. I didn't tell you guys that. There's no foam.
All right.
It's all this weird liquid. Okay?
All right.
Yes, it's not foam. So
Really?
I pick up the canister. I pick up the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
And I look at it. And it was issued in 2003. Now, I just did this last year, okay? It was issued in 2003.
Right.
And I think the expiration date on it was maybe 2 or 3 years after that. It's like 2006 or 2007.
All right.
Anyway, I knocked this thing off in 2025. So whatever that goo was, there's a reason there's still kind of a mark where that stuff hit my floor on the concrete. Because that was 22-year-old, 23-year-old foam that whatever it turned into was just a very unusual substance. Like when I pulled my car out of the garage to hose it off, it almost didn't really move.
Yeah.
And then when I
yeah.
tried to use like a broom to kind of sweep it out, all that crap got on the broom. It wouldn't get off, so I'd throw the broom away.
Right.
Took me a little bit of time to clean this thing, but I finally figured out how to do it.
I was going to say the average lifespan of a fire extinguisher, average, 10 to 12 years.
All right.
I
Okay.
So
honestly,
you
I
definitely
didn't-
went past that.
But I didn't know they expired.
No.
Well,
I
most
didn't
people
either.
don't know they expire because chances are you won't have to use one.
Yeah.
Right? It's good if you don't know. That means I didn't need it, so there's no reason to know. So, I mean, I guess there's a benefit to that.
I've only ever used one as my car was on fire.
I used one because the restaurant was on fire.
Yeah.
But that
I've never
and
used
you know
one.
what it's
I
weird?
have never used
You
one.
never got to
I've
use
never
one.
pulled a fire alarm either.
I've never pulled a fire alarm. Got to use a fire extinguisher. And to be honest with you, when we grabbed, there's like this restaurant was located on the top floor of a museum, so they had fire extinguishers plentiful. But when me and the staff were kind of running to the museum to grab them, the question we did have is, do you think these things are expired? Right? This has never been an issue here, and whether they were or not, they weren't. But I'm like, seriously, man, I don't know these things.
I still just remember the lady in the front desk of my building was like, "You can't use that," and I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "My car's on fire." She's like, "It's for the building." I was like, "I pay rent here."
Right,
And I just
come on.
ran out, pulled the pen, and started using it
She wasn't going to let you use a fire extinguisher in
No.
spite of your car being on fire directly in front
out
of the
front
building.
of the building.
Like,
Now,
come
when you
on.
came back in, was she apologetic?
This is Baltimore. I doubt it.
She was not very friendly about it, and I was like, "Would it like?"
It's a fire extinguisher. My car's on fire. I live in the building. Like, come on, man.
Right, and I like at some point, you know me, like, and I get it. She's trying to say it's just for the building, but it's just like I pay rent here, and then at one point it was like, F off.
Yeah.
Like, right, like me and Dan pay rent here. Those are fire
And
extinguishers.
my car's up. What
Yeah.
would she have done? You don't pay rent in that building. You're just a random guy. Your car is on fire in front of the building. Do you think she'd have been like, sorry, man, you don't live, like, you don't have the key to get in that front door. I'm not letting you use the fire extinguisher.
But
Well, I think eventually I was just like, why do you care?
Yeah.
You work here.
Exactly.
Right? Like, this is not your building.
It's not your fire
It's
extinguisher.
not your fire. Like, literally,
But-
like, why do you care?
But until I knocked that thing off, I never would have gotten it replaced.
Sure.
no.
So if there was a fire in my house, that thing, I don't know, it could have spread the fire more. I don't even really know.
It wouldn't have worked.
Well, obviously it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I checked my smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors and all that stuff. One thing I never checked on was my fire extinguisher. It was amazing to me how fast it took off once it kind of exploded, once the top part of the nozzle broke off. And the mark it put into the concrete wall across the way. Thank God it did not hit my car. Because, I mean, it would have gone through the door. I mean, I'm telling you, If this thing would have come at my foot, it would have taken my foot off. It was that much pressure. It was insane. We do have for you today 30 items that can be dangerous when they expire. And a lot of these you probably haven't even thought about or heard of.
I glossed through the list, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to need to check some stuff at the house because, honestly, like it never occurred to me that these things could expire. And there's not a lot of products on there that I use, but my wife, because there's makeup, hair products, all that kind of crap. Yeah. I'm like, oh, and black people, if you're listening, petroleum jelly's on there, all right? If you're black, that's part of our first aid kit, man. You put Vaseline on everything. Apparently, it does have an expiration date. Now, that said, black people, if you're listening, we use more Vaseline than anyone. So if anyone's going to run through it, it will be us. But check the dates because apparently it can get a little hinky.
Okay. I think
I must have used some expired Vaseline as a child.
Why do you say that?
Because my mom just it felt like a jug of it.
Was it the giant one?
Yeah, and it just felt like we never got through. Maybe she was buying them and I didn't know.
Don't buy the giant ones, man. Seriously, that's what I took out of this list.
My loofah just basically fell apart on me. It was like a couple years ago. So I go to buy one at Fred Meyer or whatever, and I go up there, and all of them say basically the same thing. 30-day loofah.
Yeah.
So then we get to work. I Google this. Like, you're not supposed to use a loofah past 30 days.
Everybody does.
That thing was in my shower for at least a year before it broke apart.
Yeah.
I did not know that. But here are more of those things that you don't, because you're supposed to change it.
I didn't know that about a loofah until you told me. I remember you telling me, like, bro, did you know that? I was like, I thought you just bought it and used it until you couldn't.
Let's see here. Number one on the list is a toothpaste. You cannot use toothpaste after 2 years.
I hope you don't keep toothpaste.
How much toothpaste you buying that you didn't use?
Don't think about it like this. Think about this. All right, so go to the dentist every 6 months. Kids every 6 months. Me every year. Every time I leave, whether I want it or not, they hand me that little tube of toothpaste. They hand me a toothbrush. Not a big deal. My thought is, I always put it in my toiletry bag for traveling. I guarantee you, in one of my toiletry bags,
yes, me
there's
too.
probably a little tube of toothpaste.
Right, that's fair.
Not the one that's in your bathroom. We know I assume you're using that every day, but those little ones, get them from the dentist, throw them in the bag, go travel. I'm telling you, when I get home today, I think I probably have like 7 of them. I just want to pull them out and see, how old, what am I brushing my teeth with?
Basically what they say, after time, it just becomes ineffective, and the ingredients will begin to separate and crystallize, and will taste very good in your mouth. You'll expose yourself to oral conditions and ailments, which could become a larger health concern.
Okay.
All right, so don't use toothpaste after 2 years, which, again, does seem ridiculous. By the way, they also say toothbrushes do not have an expiration date.
But you know.
But since they don't have that, you might feel like you can use them for an extended period of time. However, there is a golden time frame after which you should be switching out your toothbrush. They say every 3 or 4 months or sooner if the bristles become frayed. Now, when I was a kid growing up, I probably had a toothbrush for 2 or 3 years before I even thought of the idea of having a new one.
But as a kid, you had to go to your parents, and at least my parents, to kind of let, there's nothing wrong with your toothbrush. That was the entire discussion. So even if you wanted a new one, it's not like they're going to get it for you. Did you used to get a toothbrush that had that little, look like a rubber Hershey Kiss on the back side, right? So,
yeah, the little poker. That was for your teeth.
I know. Do they do those now?
No,
I don't think so.
Because it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It is, but as a kid, I love that, man.
It's no more disgusting than
well, you have like the little flossers you could use all the time, so I don't think you need that as much.
It's not as gross as the Swiss Army knife that had the toothpick in it.
I know, dude. It's just metal toothpick.
No, like a little plastic island.
I haven't used this since last time we went camping.
Jesus. Mouthwash, they say, goes bad. I have mouthwash underneath my sink right now that is probably 3 years old.
So that's the second half of our question. Just get rid of it, man.
Oh, I will. No, I'm going to tonight. I just thought about that. I'm definitely getting rid of it. It's been in there for 3 years. I just stopped using it.
Right,
but you don't switch brands?
No, I just stopped using mouthwash.
And then but you don't get rid of it because you're like, well, there's still half a bottle. I'll just put it over here.
I'll use it eventually when I get some skank breath.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like, unless someone says something to me, I probably won't go there and use it. They also say, believe it or not, Old Spices. I had a recipe the other day that called for I was making a rub, and it called for dry Coleman's mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the old traditional English looking can that comes in a metal tin.
Yeah. Oh, Ted, you got a little.
Man, all right. Dry mustard is the key to a lot of different things. It really is.
Just quick side note, you don't use it a lot, so I know where you're
I know I knew what I was going to use it for. I was going to put a little bit of it in my homemade Caesar salad dressing because I didn't have any regular mustard. So I opened this thing up, man, and there is a layer of green that is at least an inch high. It's an inch. It's like it's growing its own thing. The mold was on the inside all the way to the top of the lid, even though it was only half filled with mustard.
We love mustard.
It was, I opened it up, I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
I don't feel bad, man. Savage Amy here on YouTube says, I just moved my mom out of her apartment into a nursing home, and she had cinnamon sticks from, just guess the year. Cinnamon sticks.
You don't want to go to your parents' house. You do not want to go to your grandparents' house.
Oh, Ted, no. That's way too recent.
96.
1978.
Wow. Well, people who have pantries.
I know, man.
It's just like they already have the beans up there, but they still go to the store and buy beans.
Buy more.
Yeah, they don't know what they have. It's just one of those habits you get into. I need a couple of cans of black beans, whatever. Before you know, that's my mom's house. It's insane. I'm like, you live here with grandma. She can barely chew food. Are you feeding an army? And
Dude, before we moved my mom out, my brother sent me a picture. My mom had 8 jars of jelly, but it was all the same brand. It's just she must have
just... So it's a sale at Weiss or something like that.
I think she just kept going to the store and said, I'm going to make jelly. I'm making a peanut butter jelly. Just kept buying them, but never used them.
If nothing, just rotate, man.
I had a buddy the other day. He goes, why the hell do you have a can of cranberry in here in my pantry? And I said, I must have been making a leftover Thanksgiving sandwich one day and thought, I had cranberry, and just never used it.
Also, you can use that in your meatballs. With your
I can.
Well, as far as those
use it with your mustard.
Party meatballs, you throw the cranberry.
My wife and I, we finally lost, because neither one of us threw it out. There was, I want to say it was a box of pasta that my parents gave me when I moved out of the house. When I moved out, somehow I kept it with me. I remember she discovered it, and the expiration was 1996 or something, but we thought it was hilarious. So everywhere we moved, we brought this box of pasta. Now we're not sure where it is, and our concern is that it may be a drunken stupor. We just opened it, dumped it in some boiling water, and ate it.
So they say Old Spices can last from 3 to 4 years, but after that they lose their potency, their flavor. They then cause digestive problems. Won't put you in the grave, but they say you'll put you in the toilet. I didn't know this.
Uh-oh.
Eye drops expire 28 days after you break the seal.
28 days?
I've got my eye drops that I use in the office are probably a year and a half old.
Bro, stop, man.
It says
die.
It's convenient to have them around, but do not go after their expiration date.
Can we check those at the break?
Yeah. They're formulated with preservatives. Keep the product sterile for 28 days after only breaking the seal.
You're going to go blind.
There's a chance it can cause a bacterial infection in your eyeballs. Oh. I know for a fact that that's expired.
Yeah, if you have, come on. Yeah. You've had that for longer than 28 days.
I'll say it's expired by at least a year.
All right.
And they said also they may be in the can, but look out. Canned goods have a longer shelf, obviously, than produce, but these have an expiration date, too. Typically, the lifespan of canned food is between 1 to 4 years when stored properly in a dark, cool space, which is sometimes difficult to do here in Seattle if you don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
So it might be cool for the most part of the year, but for 2 or 3 months, it's in there cooking.
They also have expiration dates.
They do, but people get real confident with them. Put it this way. You were thinking about that can of Campbell soup for 3 years, and you're still not worried about opening it and dumping it into a pot.
A doctor says, please, whatever you do, because of the metal and everything else, never use canned foods after the expiration date, no matter what. They say most people do feel the canned items can last forever, and they can. But the worst are tomatoes and the acidity and what they do
and the metal,
inside of the can and the metal, and how that metal can then be transformed into you.
Do you ever wonder that about people that have a big bomb shelter, right? When I was growing up, that was a big thing because there's a Red Scare. And so some people, they'd have their little bunker or whatever it is, and they had all this stuff, most of it canned goods. But even as a kid, I'm like, hey, man, I'm not wishing this to happen, but if there's going to be a nuclear war, it needs to happen in 3 years. Otherwise, you're going to die in here from food poisoning.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of, but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Text. At Marathon gas stations, every stop is the start of fun, like the awesome fuel savings you can get with Marathon Rewards. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning rewards on every gallon of gas. You can redeem rewards at any time, saving up to $1 per gallon. And don't forget, Marathon stations are packed with all the conveniences you need to stock up and live life on the go. Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details. When everything at work is on fire, deadlines are slipping, and your entire team just won the lottery, you think, this is a job for sponsored jobs. When you need a hiring hero, an Indeed sponsored job will match you with quality candidates. Phew! Sponsored jobs boost your job posted search results so you can reach the people that can help your business thrive. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, you only pay for results. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
Explore Europe the Striped Way with Condor Airlines. Fly nonstop to Frankfurt and connect across Europe. From Venice to Barcelona to Budapest, your vacation starts on board. Condor, 70 years of passion in the skies. Visit condor.com today.
Hi, I'm Steph, and I work at United Healthcare. When I think about United Healthcare's members, I think of my own family. My niece was diagnosed with an ultra-rare genetic disorder. I know how hard it is for families. At United Healthcare, we can make it easier.
I'm Brian. I care because I know what it's like to not speak the language. It's not easy. Health insurance is complicated. I would say our job is to make everything easy for our UHC members. I work for United Healthcare. I'm committed to care.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
The guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
All right, the good news, my eye drops don't expire until the year 2027. But I opened them way longer than 3 months ago. Right. So they have 30 days after the date you open them.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have kept them locked past the expiration date. They probably would have been safer.
Why don't they put that double label on those? Like, look, they're good until 2027 unless you open them. Mm-hmm. Right? Then, by the way, a lot of people now, as one guy says, well, I like this. I have some men's room black in a temperature-controlled dark area that are over a dozen years old, but he has them temperature-controlled. I respect that. Other people are saying, oh, man, I'm afraid to find out what's actually in my pantry that may have expired. Listen, I would say to challenge everyone, because you know you're not alone in this. All of us should just go home tonight. Just take 10 minutes.
If you're at home right now, just go and tell us what you got in there.
Just take 10 minutes, go to the pantry, whatever, pull it out, and just look at the expiration date.
When I go to my mom's house, every single thing I use, I look at the expiration date.
All right, because
everything.
Sure.
Catch everything. I mean, there's not one thing that I don't look at the expiration date. Okay, staying close to home on this one. They say drivers in Washington State are responsible for keeping their cars in drivable condition, according to the Washington State Driver's Guide. I'll tell you what, man, there's some cars out on the roadway that have done some interesting things to keep the car together.
For sure.
I've seen painter's tape. I've seen all kinds of stuff. This includes keeping insurance up to date, checking your brakes regularly, replacing lights. It also includes the annual task of vehicle tab renewal. So how important do you think it is to have these things on your car? And can you get a ticket for driving with expired tabs?
Yes.
I think it depends on the county.
Well, they say as far as troopers and other law enforcement officers, they can pull over drivers with expired tabs in Washington State. Now, some law enforcement officers may let you off with a warning. Others could give you a ticket, according to Trooper Daniel Mosqueda. He's with the State Patrol. They say registered drivers in Washington State automatically get renewal reminders in the mail, and that's your first chance to get this done. It's plenty of time to update the tabs. So they say, what is the penalty for letting your car registration lapse? If you are caught driving with expired tabs, and this makes sense, the penalty depends on how long you've let your vehicle registration lapse.
Yeah.
So you can expect to pay a $145 fine for just expired tabs in the first 2 months. If your tabs have been expired for longer than 2 months, the fine increases to $237. and so on, and so on, and so on.
They can also get you even if your plates aren't Washington State. We found that out. We've been in Seattle maybe a year, but we get pulled over in my wife's car that she drove from Pennsylvania. The plates on the car were Pennsylvania plates, but the tags had expired. Okay, so the cop plays nice and sets it up like a game show and says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" We truly have no idea. We're like 2 blocks from our house. And he goes, "You have expired tags." We're like, "Well, they're from Pennsylvania." He's like, "But they're expired tags and you're driving in Washington." So he said, "Look, how long?" Because we said, "Look, we just moved here from the East Coast." And he's like, "I believe you. How long have you been in Seattle?" And we realized, oh, man, we don't know what that is. And I don't quite remember. I want to say we said 6 months or something like that. And he's even kind of like, oh. He's like, "Look, man, the cutoff was 4 months." That might not be accurate, but we missed by about that much. He tried to give us the out. Like, he knew we were going to lie to him. And as long as we got the lie correct, he was going to let us go with the warning. But we got it wrong. $650. Ooh. $650. Okay, so about a month later, we still didn't get around to getting the Washington tags. About a couple of weeks later, maybe, I get a call here at work from my wife who's like, "I got pulled over again for the same reason." It was another $650. I'm like, so we've spent $1,300 on expired Pennsylvania tags. So that's when we finally got around to registering to the fine state of Washington. And then she reminded me this morning, we have to re-up our tabs early July. I'm like, "Is there a date?" She's like, "Early July." Normally this would not be a problem, but our car is not quite dead, but I would say our car's in hospice, kind of sitting in the driveway. We've been driving rentals and all this. So now we're debating, like, do we re-up the tags on this? Even though and it's only like $200, but we know we want to get rid of the car, or do we take our chances, right? Because our July is very bit. So, look, we got this whole plan about getting a new car. Whether we lease or buy, don't know. But the month of July is super busy for us. So our plan was, let's get all the obligations out of the way. That'll be late in July, which will be past the time we should have registered. But we're like, and then we'll deal with the new car situation. So this morning we're debating. I'm like, look, $200 is not the worst, but I don't want to spend it on a car that we know we're getting rid of within weeks of it being redone. She's like, "Look, even if we drive the car to the dealership to trade it in, that's when we get pulled over, and then I'm getting hit with a bigger fine." So I don't know what we're going to do.
Two things: A, just get them. But B, if she goes online, you can check the exact date. It's I know mine go up in May.
Yeah,
but I had to check when it is.
Well, my thing is, the problem is it's early July. If it were late July, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, "Look, F that," because that's when we're doing all this big transaction. But I'm like, we're already going to lose money getting a car. And again, $200 is not going to break the bank, but it's like, I don't want to spend an additional $200 just to get rid of this freaking car. To have to re-register
I guarantee
a new car.
Your utilities bill is over $200.
I know, but I use it.
Every trip to the grocery store, I know.
But I eat it. I don't like spending money on crap I don't use. So the problem with the car is like this thing dead in our driveway. I'm like, look, no offense.
You're going to get it fixed, right, before you get rid of it?
We're taking it to the dealership that told us what's wrong. So they know they know exactly what it needs.
Yeah. What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Bo. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
So I got a little story to tell you. Back in '99, we were getting ready to go camping with my brothers. So we had all our gear out in the living room, and we had some firearms. My brother had a custom Winchester pump-action shotgun, and they were showing it to a rookie, to some dumbass sitting there. Well, he pulled the trigger. I get hit with a deer slug right in the front of my hip. Thank God to the airlift pilots that saved my life. Always a shout out to the airlift.
Wait, where did you get hit?
Front hip socket. So it kind of blew my leg off.
Jesus Christ, man.
They fixed it over the couple of years, yeah.
Okay.
So my brother had loaded it with some old 1970s deer slugs. And then he loaded it with some fire rounds. And so I was pretty lucky on two accounts. The expired deer slug was from the 70s. And so it had a weak load. So really nothing to laugh about getting hit with a 12-gauge slug, but I walked it off.
You can laugh when it's not you. But now that said, what happens to bullets when they expire? Do they just become unstable? Do they become dangerous, or what?
Kind of like a dud. Sometimes they don't go off. Sometimes they have half power. Yeah.
Okay. So too unpredictable. Does not worth the risk.
Did the guy buy the gun?
The guy who did it was a stranger, a rookie. It was my brother's shotgun.
Right.
Yeah. But he came
I
over to
ran
buy
into
it,
the
right?
guy. I've only seen the guy once since.
Do you bring it up when you see each other? Like, hey, I remember you. You're the guy that shot me in the hip.
I thought I could handle it responsibly, but when I saw him, I had to throw down.
Oh, you got to fight with him.
Oh, damn.
Jesus.
Yeah. Just kind of had to. But it's a hard accident to forgive.
Yeah, the guy shot you.
I mean, you did get shot.
I'd be pissed.
Gary here on YouTube says, I know I have some taco meat that I made about a month ago sitting in my fridge that I should probably throw out. Yes. And you know it.
If you think I probably, even if you get to probably, just throw it away.
But we all do it, right? They're like, I don't know. You open your fridge, there's the taco meat. You know that maybe you made tacos in late April. And for whatever reason, you slide the Tupperware out of the way and you grab the thing behind it.
No, you're right. You're not going to eat it. You just keep moving.
And then there's the day where you're finally like, why have I been doing this?
It needs to be in the freezer. If you get it in the freezer, you at least get 2 or 3 months out.
Sure, but that's
no.
about
But
it.
what Thrill's just saying is sometimes like there's just
I'll eat it tomorrow.
it's in a little Tupperware container. You know better, but you just got to keep going. Yeah, I need this.
Because you're going to eat it tomorrow. That's the plan. And then you decide tomorrow, this is not what I'm in the mood for, right? And then that thing just moves all around the fridge before you finally say, guys, I'm throwing out the taco meat that is now slime. My wife and my son were in the kitchen Sunday, I believe it was, but they're both standing in front of the fridge and they're passing the gallon of milk back and forth, sniffing it. And they looked at me and I said, just dump it out. They're like, if both of you aren't quite sure, just dump out the milk. I don't need to smell it. Just get rid of it.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of, but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
I have some chicken I made Friday, and I'm like, I got to eat it tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
But it's
Crock pot.
Okay.
It's Friday. What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah. I had 3-day-old sushi that I threw it away.
Sushi's different,
Well, that's raw fish.
Yeah.
It's slow cooked in a crock pot for 10 hours. And it's delicious.
Okay.
I'll make you one more taco tonight.
Okay. I'm telling you you're okay because I'm not eating it. You're fine.
Yeah. I'll be hurting from all the hot sauce I put on it.
You eat my boy's taco meat?
No.
Yeah.
That's a month old. That's what I'm saying.
Would you guys drink one of those beers we have up in the on the mantle, on the locker? We have 2 or 3 old Elysian beers that are probably at least 5 or 6 year old. I want to say we have a men's room.
Are they in a bottle or a can?
They're in a bottle. We got a black, which is supposed to age.
Well, if you do it right,
We got a summer gold, I believe.
No, definitely not that one.
And maybe an old red. I can't remember what's it.
The black is supposed to age. The bottle's even darker to kind of protect it. Like the guy on YouTube, he has it temperature controlled. You know what? Look, I'm saying I wouldn't. I would. In a pinch, if they said, look, there's no more beer left, and I really wanted a beer, I would drink that beer.
Oh, my God.
You wouldn't do it?
No, we used to have these, what is the calendar at December, the holiday?
Advent calendar.
Advent calendar. We had those from Heritage that we were giving out around Christmas time. I think they were giving them to clients and everything else, right?
Yeah, they're really cool.
But when salespeople would leave or move on or whatever, they'd clean out their offices and they'd have a couple of those in there. Eventually, they found their way to us. And they would be sitting back on the desk. And these things were probably 5 years old, 6 years old.
I think they were older than that. I remember Castle dropped one off, and he's blowing the dust off and said, look.
Good luck.
I was going to throw it out because this thing is super old, but I know you guys.
But we
drank it.
We drank every one of them.
Yeah.
We even drank the Bloody Mary mix with the vodka. I mean, you want to talk about tomato juice at 6 years old.
So bad.
Sitting in a little bottle. God damn, that was stupid.
Look, I got to put on one of those disclaimers. You guys drank it.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Me and Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes just at events, too, but like, you drank those. I was like, I did not. They said we a lot. It does not include me. No. I did not touch those things.
I only drink Don Julio.
And then Miles always goes, yeah. It goes on for 2 minutes about how gross it is. Well, just stop drinking them.
Well,
Yeah, but you don't know until you
Gotta try
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's like those beers back there.
The beers are different. It depends on what it's in. Like, if it's an old can of beer, I don't think I'd care as it's in a can.
But I think glass would be safer.
Well, sun gets to it. That's why most beers have a dark bottle.
Yeah.
And only a couple of the super old ones have clear bottles.
All right.
It is kind of funny, though, that summertime beers like Corona put it in clear bottles, which is probably the worst bottle to put it in if it's something you drink in the sun or would leave out in the sun.
But I feel like Corona, if you're buying it, you're right. It is a summertime beer.
You're drinking it that
You're
day.
drinking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, old cans of beer could sit in the fridge or whatever, but, like, I don't know. If I buy Corona, like, we're drinking them.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, JC. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
Yeah, so got a remote cabin up in Canada. It's a multi-generational family thing since the 40s. So anyway, my dad and I are up there. We're big game hunting, and we got some backstrap on the grill, and he decided to get some Heinz 57, and we're slathering the meat, enjoying our time, swilling beers, and talk to my mom, and she's like, "Where did you get condiments?" And we're like, "From the cupboard." She's like, "Check the expiration date." It was 1987.
Oh, jeez. How was the meat?
The meat was fantastic. To be honest, the Heinz 57 was just as good.
Yeah.
From 1987.
Yeah. 57 stands for 57 years.
My question is, why did your mom still have it if she has the presence of mind to ask you where you got it?
That was our question back. So we started looking in the cupboard after that. We were finding, as you mentioned earlier, spices from the 70s. We even saw some like generic steak sauce from the 60s. It was
from the 60s.
Was way not ready to eat. Yeah, it was way gross in the back of the cupboard.
Were a lot of those were a lot of those Canadian branded things?
They were, yeah.
So I wouldn't even be able to identify a lot of them to kind of like get an idea of, like, you can kind of tell from the logo. They change logos, like how old something could be here in the United States. If I were to go to a different country, I would have no idea, just 'cause you're not used to seeing it. I can identify an old Pepsi can compared to a new one.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man,
sure.
After you guys went through the pantry and all, did you guys get rid of everything? Like, was it kind of like a spring cleaning of the pantry?
We didn't, but when my mom got up there a couple weeks later, she did.
Well, I'm glad she did. And like, if someone asks you, "Oh my God, where did you get this?" Like, out of your cabinet, don't use that. Well, why did you have?
But I do have Heinz 57 sauce. I never use it, so it's probably been in my refrigerator for a couple of years. So that's good news. That's good news.
Is it?
As far as me being able to still use it.
He said it tasted good.
Also, it's in a cabinet or it's in a refrigerator, wherever it is.
But it's been open.
I don't know.
Oh.
It doesn't need to be stored cold. It's steak sauce. You can leave it on the counter. That's why, like, when you go into a place and it's steak sauce, like a steak restaurant, it's always on the table.
I've lost a few hot sauces along the way, man. It's because, like anything, I don't know. You go to the store and there'll be some really cool flavor, pineapple habanero, and that's awesome. And we'll buy the bottle. The reality is, we don't use so much hot sauce in our everyday life that we're going to go through that, but we buy it anyway. Then forget about it. Then we get an idea, hair up our ass about some dish that we want to make, like, ooh, we have that pineapple habanero. Oh, that'd be great on it. And then we grab the bottle, open it up, and I'm like, baby, we're not using this. It wasn't this color when we bought it.
I think sauces too. I've had a couple hot sauces too. Like, you can look at them and kind of tell.
Do you still shake it? See if it re-emulsifies?
Or just I don't know how to explain this. I've had a couple sauces where I was like, risk. Then I'm like, no.
I'll tell you what the riskiest is what's in our office. We have a little trophy from 2000 shows.
Oh, yeah.
They got to it, like a plastic acid little cup, right? But we put all our condiments in there. Sometimes you get in there, open a condiment, and just go, no.
Do you remember the Taco Bell hot sauce we opened? What color is Taco Bell hot sauce? If you get it from Taco Bell?
Red.
We grabbed that thing. I was going to put it on something else.
Well, it kind of looked like mole. It was like so dark and brown.
Brown. And I'm like,
nasty. Yeah.
Is it supposed to be this color? And I was like, no. Okay, I'm not eating that, man.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but didn't? 206-803.
You know they sell bottles of Taco Bell hot sauce at the store?
I know that now.
Yeah. But, like, the mild sauce is so mild. I went through that bottle like a week.
But at least you use it.
Everything was getting like, we could add mild sauce to this.
Well, that's the thing. When you want Taco Bell sauce, because nothing tastes like it, right?
Correct.
You get excited, and that's why in our little condiment trophy cup back there, I don't remember the sandwich I got, but I'm like, I think it was a breakfast burrito. But like, oh, man, that's right. This is going to be great on there. Luckily, I did not squirt it on the burrito. I kind of squirted it on the paper to the side. I'm like, ew. I'm not doing that, man.
Picante.
I am not doing that.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so I went all the way down to Oregon to buy a manual 2008 F-150. Last year they had a manual transmission in that truck. Drove it up, super excited, got it registered, got my tabs. 6 months later, dead. Still dead in my driveway. I'm like, well, man, all right, I'm going to buy another car, but I'm not registering it this time because it might not last either. So I took the temp tag off. I got lucky. It's a Hyundai, and I found in North Seattle a Hyundai license plate frame, which will cover up the F-150 part of the temp tag. So I put it on the car, and I also went on eBay and bought a Hyundai black front license plate. Just says Hyundai. Like, great. It looks like I just got it off the lot. Fantastic. Well, I ran around with this for the last year. The temp tag's been expired since 2025, but I was getting away with it because it's Seattle. They've got other stuff to look into. So I go down to Puyallup 2 weeks ago to do something for work, and I've got my Malamute in the car. And, of course, I go in to the store to get water for her, and someone calls the cops on me. Because the dog is in the car. It's only like 71, but the windows are down, but she's losing her mind. So the cop is actually waiting in the parking lot for me to come back to the car and starts asking me questions. He goes, well, I checked that temp tag. That VIN number doesn't match the VIN number on your car. I'm like, okay. She's like, how long ago did you buy it? Now, I didn't realize they could look up temp tags and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, so I'm like, oh, I bought it about 2 months ago. He goes, oh, okay. Well, I'll probably let you go with a warning. Let me just check something real quick. That's when my heart sank into my stomach. I'm like, God dang it. I hope he doesn't look this. He looked it up. He goes, hey, can you come over here real quick? I'm like, oh, no. I'm going in the cuffs. The dog's going to go in the pound. This is going to suck. So I walk over there from my car. He made me sit in my car. He goes, tell me again, when did you buy this? I'm like, shoot. So 2 months, right? Because now I'm freaking out. He goes, look at my computer right here. January 2025. So that ticket, I got to go to court for it next week. And he gave me a ticket for lying to him. So, Jesus. Then I go and register this car, and I got an extra $120 fee just to register my actual car because I was.
So how much does all of this cost you for lying, the expired tags, and re-registration?
I would call it anxiety, maybe not lying. But I don't know yet because I'm going to fight those charges because he's going to let me go. But the initial charges on the ticket are $175 and $150, and then to register a 13-year-old Hyundai car, it ran me $670.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So I might be all in. Now, it wasn't that bad because I ran on an expired temp tag for an extra year. So basically, that $120 fee covered me for the first year. So that wasn't too bad.
I mean, when he called you back over, you had to know he had looked it up. Ago 2 months.
And the Hyundai price on $600 you can do nothing about. You have to get that done.
Right.
So that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just go and pay the 2 other fines.
Be done with it.
Don't dig yourself deeper in a hole. What did you consume or use that was expired? Or what should you gotten rid of but you didn't?
At Marathon gas stations, every stop is the start of fun, like the awesome fuel savings you can get with Marathon Rewards. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning rewards on every gallon of gas. You can redeem rewards at any time, saving up to $1 per gallon. And don't forget, Marathon stations are packed with all the conveniences you need to stock up and live life on the go. Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details. When everything at work is on fire, deadlines are slipping, and your entire team just won the lottery, you think, this is a job for sponsored jobs. When you need a hiring hero, an Indeed sponsored job will match you with quality candidates. Phew! Sponsored jobs boost your job posted search results so you can reach the people that can help your business thrive. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, you only pay for results. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
Explore Europe the Striped Way with Condor Airlines. Fly nonstop to Frankfurt and connect across Europe. From Venice to Barcelona to Budapest, your vacation starts on board. Condor, 70 years of passion in the skies. Visit condor.com today.
My name is Jessa. One of the things I love the most about working for United Healthcare is that everybody matters. Every moment matters. There's a person behind every problem. I care because it's what I was put on this earth to do.
I'm Ben, and I work at United Healthcare. I am just one piece of a larger puzzle, but every piece matters. It's more than just work. We want to make the healthcare system better for everyone. I care because I want to make a difference. That's what committed to care means to me.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
When you finally find your thing, you want the whole world to know about that thing. So you use a thing called Canva to make it an even bigger and better thing. Whether you want to create flyers for that thing, make presentations for that thing, or design merch for that thing, you can do anything. So people can see your thing, feel your thing, love your thing. The next thing you know, it's a thing. Canva, the thing that makes anything a thing.
PNC Bank brings you Call of the Wild Money Moves.
You hear that?
YOLO!
That's an internet troll telling you to put all your money into a single investment.
YOLO!
He wants you to liquidate your emergency fund
YOLO!
and buy a digital racehorse named Silicon Steve.
YOLO!
Stay vigilant. He's very persistent.
YOLO!
Guard against wild money moves with PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
Summer weekends are all about family, sunshine, and making memories together. Before everyone arrives, I stop at my local Total Wine & More to pick up a great bottle. Maybe a favorite we already love, or something new to enjoy with dinner on the patio. With so many bottles to choose from, it's easy to discover something amazing. And with the lowest prices, it's easy to grab an extra bottle for the table. Not sure what to pick? Their friendly guides are always there to help. Find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. Visit TotalWine.com to learn more. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Must be 21.
More from that list of 30 items that can be dangerous when they expire. They say boxed wine does not last long as it is in a bottle. It's in a box. It has an expiration date, usually 6 to 8 months after purchase.
Okay,
if you're buying boxed wine.
Boxed wine.
No.
Just let that go for 6 to 8 months.
Thank you.
If you bought a box of boxed wine, you're drinking it that night.
I won't name names, but I have seen boxed wine drinkers literally squeeze out the bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Open the box and squeeze the bladder. Yeah, if there's boxed wine, it ain't lasting 6 to 8 months.
I mean, that's like, honestly, that's like a light beer drinker being like, I left this Miller Lite in here for over a year. Like, no, you didn't.
To me, when I see boxed wine, that just tells me you're inviting over your female friends, and this is your version of a cake.
Yeah, it's not. Right? You're not leaving it empty.
You don't want good wine.
Yeah,
you want to get drunk.
How long did you say? 6 to 8 months. You don't even need to put that warning out there.
I know. Come on.
This one you do. This one's got a serious danger sticker on it. Okay. One of the deadliest products, or one of the worst, you want to keep to be hyper aware of, according to the University of Massachusetts, is spoiled vegetable oil. How long is the shelf life on vegetable oil before you need to absolutely get rid of it? It's in a bottle. It's
Oh,
underneath your-
God. I'm guilty of this one.
I don't know. The only reason I care now, because we almost use olive oil for everything, but we do have vegetable oil.
You
Because
need it
make
every
like
once in a while.
brownies or something
Sure.
like that. Man, I don't know. A year?
Okay. Once you break the seal, you have 6 months.
What?
That's it at most. Okay, so
I'm dumping it tonight. I guarantee you. We've had
apparently-
it longer
yeah.
than 6 months.
I don't have any vegetable oil that's current, I guess.
all right. The vegetable oil develops dangerous compounds related to neurological disorders, cancer, and heart disease.
Jesus.
Yeah. They say, please, if you can, always buy a smaller bottle if you do not use vegetable oil regularly.
I'm dumping it tonight.
What if it's spray?
I don't know spray. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the avocado spray, olive oil, or is it vegetable?
Avocado oil spray.
No,
I mean,
it's not vegetable.
Because this is
this is
specifically
just vegetable oil.
Just vegetable.
So olive oil.
This is the stuff that you would put in a fryer.
I mean,
If you
Oh,
use
then
peanut oil.
wait a minute. I don't own vegetable oil. I was just thinking about oil in general.
Yeah, we have some vegetable oil. Like I said, my wife every once in a while bakes something for the kids. That's the only time that it comes out. Oh, man.
Okay. Sunscreen, they say 3 years. But keep in mind that as time goes on, the UV stuff might not be working.
Right.
So that's the problem there. Now, this one.
But keep in mind, I think that depends where you live. So in Seattle, 3 years is something I think we need to pay attention to because it's gloomy 10 months out of the year, right? But if you're in Florida, you're not keeping sunscreen for 3 years.
Yep.
Speak for yourself there, brother.
What?
Okay.
Are you putting it
I
up?
go through it pretty quick. I mean, I had to put some on my arms before I left the house today.
But I'm saying right now, 'tis the season. But look, man, when football starts until next year at this time, you're going to need it.
I honestly go through. I feel like I'm going through a lot of it every summer.
right.
You're right. It's only a small amount, but I hate getting sunburned.
Would you eat anything with bugs?
Eat anything with bugs?
Yeah, if it had bugs in it.
Well, I mean, I eat tomato paste.
Yeah, tomato
All
paste,
right,
tomato
okay.
sauce.
What if you could see the bugs?
No.
Probably not.
All right. Now, you probably didn't think about this one,
Oh, good.
but they ask this because it has an expiration date. All right. How often do you replace your pillow?
Oh.
You should
The actual
replace
pillow.
your pillow every 1 to 1.5 years. All right.
All right.
They
don't
say
do that.
the pillows absorb our dead skin cells, hair, and body oil. We know that. But all that does is make for an exceptionally wonderful breeding ground for dust mites. Dust mites are scary triggers for those who have asthma and allergies. Also, if you use one for too long, it could be becoming bad for your back and neck as well. But they're saying it is a breeding ground for dust mites, which will bite your face.
How
and your head.
often do you think you honestly change out your pillow?
I just did.
Did you? How long had you had the other ones?
4 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's about where I'm at.
Well, I'm
man.
just trying to think because the last pillows I got, Robin comes in here one day and she's like, "Have you ever heard of the blah 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 pillow?"
All right.
And I was like, "No." She's like, "I just bought one. You got to go get one." So I go to Fred Meyer. They have it. I bought it, and so I had not replaced my pillows until that last recommendation. So it was at least 4 years ago.
The last time I changed my pillows, it's because we bought a mattress.
Yeah.
Like anything that said, well, if you're going to buy the mattress, try these pillows. And the pillows are great, but at this point, it's probably been 3 years. Yeah, easily.
Okay. How many times can you use a disposable razor?
I usually go 3 tops.
3 is what they say.
Okay.
Any more than that, you're not going to be in. It's a magnet for bacteria. Is basically what they say.
Now in my
So
20s,
not your blade. You're talking about like a disposable.
Correct. Like if you have one in your
throwaway.
travel bag,
yeah,
it's good for 3 uses.
yeah, that's
Because
about
that's
my
where
average.
that's where I typically put those.
It's my average now, but in my 20s, like if you had any extra income, I'm not going to spend it on razors. So we'd have like 3 razors sitting in the bathroom. There's 5 of us living in the house, and you could visibly see the rust on some of them.
Yeah.
But you still use them because that's your situation.
Do you have a disposable razor in your shower?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you use it?
3 times a week, maybe. That's
And then you're
switch
done.
up. Yeah.
Okay. I've got one in there. Obviously, I don't shave my head. So, but I do have one in there. And I can't remember the last time I used it or what I used it for. Probably my bees. But it was 4 months ago that I did that. But it's still in there.
It's still in there.
I would still use the same one. I mean, talk about a breeding ground for bacteria. I mean,
I have to change out the kids' razors because, like, my daughter's shaving her legs and all this kind of thing. But they're using my razors, not the one I use, but they just go into the pack. But I switch mine out every week because, like I said, I shave my head. So after 3 uses, grab a new one. And I realize I'll look at their pile of razors and I'm like, I know you guys are not grabbing new razors. Like, I know you're not. And you'll pick them up and look at them sometimes. Like, my kids are going to die of tetanus, and I will throw them all out, and I'll put fresh razors in there. Like, guys, seriously, man, switch these out.
Well, and like I still use a Mach 3 just underneath my beard.
Yeah.
But it's pretty simple. Like it still has a strip and like it's pretty. You could tell when you need to change it out.
Yeah, but that's the other thing with the kids. I'm like, you see that moisture strip up there? It is now sandpaper, guys.
The thing with disposable is, for whatever reason, I just don't change them out as much as I do a regular like Mach 3 blade.
Yeah,
where I go press a button and it shoots into the waste paper basket.
Sure.
I mean, the disposables. I've got one in my Dob kit. I've got one in my shower. I guarantee.
I just don't own
those out in 6 months.
You don't?
Not disposables.
I got like the pack of 24. Go through them.
You know,
however long it
flying
takes.
pink ladies in case somebody comes over.
If I fly somewhere and I'm just taking carry-on, usually it's just a few days, and like I only shave like here.
Yeah.
So it's like not a big deal. But like when I go to like if I take a trip for like a week, I'll just put.
When you finally find your thing, you want the whole world to know about that thing. So you use a thing called Canva to make it an even bigger and better thing. Whether you want to create flyers for that thing, make presentations for that thing, or design merch for that thing, you can do anything. So people can see your thing, feel your thing, love your thing. The next thing you know, it's a thing. Canva, the thing that makes anything a thing.
PNC Bank brings you Call of the Wild Money Moves.
Shh. Listen.
Hey, guys.
That's the sound of a multi-level marketing pitch.
This is life-changing, you guys.
Sounds like she wants you to buy lots of essential oils
They are so essential.
and then have all your friends buy essential oils.
Are you more of a geranium or lavender fan?
Don't look her in the eyes.
Guard against wild money moves with PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
Father's Day is coming up, and every year I tell myself I'm going to do better than a last-minute gift card. My dad's the kind of guy who never really asks for anything, so this year I'm stopping by Total Wine & More to pick out something a little more thoughtful. Maybe a bottle I know he already loves, or something new we can try together while we're grilling out and hanging out with the family. I like that there's so many options. It actually feels personal picking out his gift, and it helps knowing I'm getting the lowest price. Shop Total Wine & More in-store or online at TotalWine.com and find something Dad will enjoy this Father's Day. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Must be 21.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
My Mach 3 and an extra blade in my checked luggage.
That makes sense.
Okay. So I just don't own one. And Miles, I'm with you. I love firing off that old blade.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Get out of here, sucker. Also, easy rule of thumb, if it's the first of the month, change your blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if nothing else, to do that, right? Hello, Abby. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys.
Hola.
Hey, Ted.
What's up?
Yeah, Ted's not a guy.
Okay. Yep. So this is about one of the local dive bars in Stanwood after it got
that Abby.
down.
What's up, Abby?
Yeah. You know. So one of the dive bars, one of the go-tos 3 or 4 years ago was shut down. And so it was just sitting there kind of abandoned for probably 3 or 4 years. And then last spring, one of our buddies is a real estate agent. So he's like, I'm going to sell the bar. I need to clean it out. It just kind of got left. So he knows who to invite over. He invites me and Joe over to come and finish all the beers in the fridge, whatever's been left. So, we go and help finish the beers. There's a a whole fridge full. Some of it was weird, but the weirdest part was that the White Claws, there was probably 20 White Claws or so in there. They were full. They didn't have any holes, but when we opened them, there was nothing in there. They were like evaporated.
How old were these White Claws? You said at least 3 or 4 years?
So 4 years, but, we figured the power's been off. It's probably been through cold storms and hotness, and it just was like, there was nothing. There was nothing in 20 White Claws. We opened them, and there was nothing in them.
Huh. I think that's almost more disturbing.
That is weird.
Yes, that was weird. And then we also were like, okay, we'll take all the beer. We'll take them all. So we fill up a garbage can full of beer. We figure beer doesn't go bad. So we take a garbage can full of old beer back to our house, and Joe's like excited. Yeah, we learned that beer goes bad because all the bottled beer was disgusting, and he says the Rainier was good too, though.
Look, here would be my
Attaboy,
advice.
Joe.
If someone said this beer is 4 years old, I might not drink it. If they said it's Stroh's, I would drink it because there's no possible way you could tell. Like in that case,
seriously,
give me a crappy beer.
I seriously, for the YouTube people, she's bringing up beer. I want to go back there and get one of those beers in the next segment.
Just crack it open.
I want to pour it into a glass just so you can look at it.
Seriously,
I
we
didn't know
don't
it
know.
went bad. I just thought it'd all be good to go.
It's like we said earlier. Typically, if you have any kind of alcohol in your home, it is for your consumption. Other than maybe your high dollar stuff or champagne or something celebratory, but beer and wine, like you get it to consume it within a certain amount of time. So we've never really seen bad beer. If there's beer in my fridge, I'm going to drink it. If there's wine, my wife's going to drink it, right? So you don't know it goes bad. We did discover. So I got the job in Seattle, still in Baltimore. My parents retired the same year that we got the job. So they're kind of getting ready to leave. We're getting ready to leave. And so my mother had been talking to my then girlfriend, now wife, saying, look, I got a bunch of wine, red wines, sitting in this cabinet at the house. So before you guys go, the plan was the two of them basically are just going to sit down and crush this wine, right? And so my wife's excited. My mother's excited. We pick the day. We go to my parents' house. My mom breaks out whatever bottle of red wine, I don't know, pour a glass. Both of them, they cheers, they take a sip, and both just spit it out. All of it, every bottle that my mother had opened, basically had turned to vinegar.
Really?
Every single one. It had to be like 9
What
bottles.
are the differences?
I don't know.
As far as because sometimes they'll find an old bottle of something, open it up.
And they open it, it's fine.
They drink it, and they're like, no, not a big deal.
You know what the difference is?
Like a shipwreck or some crap.
I'm
You
gonna
find
guess
bottles. And,
cost.
yeah, maybe so.
I'm going to guess that's what it was.
What did you consume or use that it was had expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but you didn't? 206-803.
I mean, old liquor I feel like is fine, but beer and wine definitely will expire.
Yeah, we discovered that with the red. I don't know what white wine does. I have no idea. But the red wine, and that's all they opened. But all of them were vinegar. And it's funny because once they didn't like it, they had me take a sip of each one they opened.
Yeah.
Try
Look,
this
look.
one. I'm like, guys, why do I want to drink that?
Like, if you order any drink, mixed drink, that has frangelica in it,
a bottle
just know that bottle had not been opened in 3 years before you got the next top.
Oh, yeah.
On top of that drink.
Look how dusty they are.
Yeah, you're not going to get sick. None of that. What's the other one that's tall?
The tall tube.
There's one
like
Italian liquor.
Galliano or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. No one's touched that.
No.
Blue Curacao. Just know. It hasn't been used in years. You're like the next pioneer of that bottle from the last time.
Yeah. I even make it a point when I go to bars, and this has nothing to do with the cleanliness of the bar, because you can go to a top dollar steakhouse, but I always look at that upper shelf for stuff like that. Mm-hmm. There is always dust on top of them. All right, because the bartenders have not touched this thing for 15 freaking years. The last time somebody ordered whatever drink.
What was the name of the Chinese restaurant that used to be across the street from the Ballard Bridge, where the Amazon pickup place was for a while? Was it Louis?
I think it was Louis. I think it was.
Okay, there was a bar in Louis, and there was like 3 bottles up on the top shelf, and they all had like their own web creation in between them of cobwebs. And
It's like a haunted
spider
house.
webs. It really did look like that. It was just like, Dad, like, boo.
Something like, even if you wanted to drink with that, like, I'm not ordering that, man. Good evening.
Order at your own risk.
Right.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys.
Hola.
So, I'm a kid from the 80s, and in the 90s, baseball cards were like all the rage. You probably remember.
Oh, yeah.
The packs used to come with bubble gum inside of them.
Sure. Yep.
Well, I was all excited because I got I went to a card show, got my first full box from a full, like they were Donruss or whatever they were.
Yeah.
From 1985, but this was like mid 90s.
Was that the one? Was that the one with the black border?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember that card.
I had a whole process. I was unwrapping these, looking for all these like high valuable cards because I'm a kid and I'm going to be the next millionaire.
Of course.
Baseball card owner. But each of those packs has a piece of gum in it. And I'm stacking up these little bricks of gum. And you can literally crack them in half. But at one point, about halfway through, that gum started looking pretty good.
And it still smells good,
It's
man.
gum, yeah. It was probably fine.
Yeah. And I ate it. So probably shouldn't have. Nothing bad happened, but it was pretty hard to chew.
Hey, did it turn? Did it turn into gum at any point, or did it just stay crunchy? Was it more like eating potato chips that tasted like gum, or did it actually soften into gum?
Do you know what Necco wafers are?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like that,
Brother. I have seen this in a worst case scenario. Suck. So me and my buddy Nui, we both collected baseball cards growing up. We go to a card show that was at the mall. All right, and if you were playing like the lottery on unopened packs of baseball cards, as far as the years go, with the most number of potentially high dollar cards available, it was the Topps 1970 year, and it did have a black border. But it was like, it was a who's who of rookies that year. I mean, it was just every big name in baseball in the 70s or the 80s, that was a rookie year, and they had a card. So you had a better chance of getting a high-value card. So Nui at the time, I want to say he paid $10 for an unopened pack of cards, which in 1989 or whatever.
It's like spending $100.
That was a ton of money. Yeah. But he opens this thing, and even without thinking about it, he takes the gum off the back and he pops it in his mouth and he starts chewing it. And it sounds like he's chewing on glass.
Right.
And I look over and I'm like, Nui, I was like, did you just eat that gum? He's like, I'm like, dude, that gum's from 1970, man. And he's like, thanks, Ron. And he fought through it, I think, just to avoid.
Just so you couldn't rag him.
The public humiliation. Like, it's gum, man. Gum don't go bad. You just hear crunch, 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 crunch. And eventually just spit it in his hand and threw it out. I was like, I knew it.
Well, habits die hard. You open the pack of cards.
Yeah, I know.
You eat the gum.
If it's not from 1970.
I know, but it's just hard to fight that urge.
It still smells the same. That's the thing.
What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of, but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
When you finally find your thing, you want the whole world to know about that thing. So you use a thing called Canva to make it an even bigger and better thing. Whether you want to create flyers for that thing, make presentations for that thing, or design merch for that thing, you can do anything. So people can see your thing, feel your thing, love your thing. The next thing you know, it's a thing. Canva, the thing that makes anything a thing.
PNC Bank brings you Call of the Wild Money Moves.
You hear that?
YOLO!
That's an internet troll telling you to put all your money into a single investment.
YOLO!
He wants you to liquidate your emergency fund
YOLO!
and buy a digital racehorse named Silicon Steve.
YOLO!
Stay vigilant. He's very persistent.
YOLO!
Guard against wild money moves with PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
The biggest tournament in soccer is finally here, and I've already started planning my watch parties. My go-to move before kickoff is stopping at Total Wine & More to grab drinks for the whole crew. Wine, beer, seltzers, maybe a few ready-to-drink options, everything we need for a full day of matches. With this many games, it definitely helps knowing you're getting the lowest prices. Total Wine makes it so easy because I can grab everything I need in one stop. Get match day ready with Total Wine & More today, so you're set from kickoff to the final whistle. Spirits are not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Must be 21. This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Is health insurance eating up your budget for 2026? If you're looking for ways to better steward your finances, consider this. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a health insurance alternative at half the cost. As a ministry, CHM allows you to share the burden of medical bills with other believers. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
All right, Dakota Double's going to sit and spin. Taryn Daly, Steve Makes from the Daily Biggs Morning Show joining us. And today at 4:30, we've got 10 songs with famous backup singers. That's coming up right after emails on our question. What did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but you didn't? Okay. Now we do have, oh boy, we have a couple of, geez whiz. We got a bottle of red.
That's a big bottle too, man.
We got a can of gold lager.
And keep in mind, if you're listening to this, these are when we were affiliated with Elysian Brewing.
That's correct.
We have not been with Elysian Brewing for a very long time.
Now, neither one of these has been opened.
Correct.
The can of the red, first of all, we did a couple runs of the red.
Gold.
It's gold.
Yeah.
The red is in the bottle.
Right.
You said can.
Oh, sorry.
Damn liar.
The red is in the bottle. And that was our first run of the beer.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because after this is a 22-ounce bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So after a while, they kind of stopped in general producing 22-ounce bottles because of shelf space.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at a store.
So, but at the time, that was kind of how they did it at first. So this is probably one of the more original batches of the beer. It does not have a brew by date on it.
No.
It doesn't have an expiration date. But it is one of the originals. Okay. So do we want to see what this thing looks like?
All right, the can does have some dates on it. I'll save that.
It does.
Oh, yeah. The day that it was canned,
also,
and the day that you should drink it by.
I know this for a fact. This was one of the original caps, because by the time we got done producing the beer, they had a black Elysian cap on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a cap.
This is just one of the original caps from back in the day. All right, so let's take a look at this.
Oh, God.
All right.
You know what? It looks fine.
I mean, it was a darker beer.
It's very vinegary.
Yeah. I mean, it looks fine, but the smell says don't drink
Ted,
it.
take a whiff of that.
Yeah.
Would you drink it?
I wouldn't, but that red always had a little more of a syrupy taste to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a sip.
If it was chilly, if it was cold, I could be wrong.
All right.
If it was cold, I don't think it would smell.
Now,
quite
YouTubers
that
there, if you watch us there, this is what it looks like, right?
The color looks, when you hold it up to the light, it looks pretty
looks
much
like
it looks
the red.
about right.
Yeah. It looks like a red beer.
It doesn't smell like what it used to smell like. You can take a sip?
No, not until you do.
All right.
I'm going to let you be the guinea pig on this one.
It's my father's philosophy of all things. I'd be cool to be the second man on the moon. Because if something goes wrong with number one, I ain't doing it. All right. Ooh.
Oh, man.
It does smell kind of brutal, man. Jesus.
Did you taste it yet?
No. I just smelled it and got goosebumps. All right. All right.
Okay, when do we start brewing the beer?
Oh, man. Like 20.
I wasn't here.
You weren't here.
Mike was not with us.
I was not. I was a
10 years.
listener
Over
when
10
you guys
years.
released
Over
the
10
beer.
years.
So you got here in what, 2015, 2014?
Yeah, 15 sounds right.
How long had the beer been out? You remember? You weren't even.
No, I was not of drinking age when the beer came out.
Oh.
And I'm 36 now, so that was 15 years ago.
Jesus Christ. So you weren't drinking age when this came out?
Correct.
All right.
Okay, you're going to taste it.
I'm going to say.
It's not good. I mean, I don't think I'm in any danger, but put it this way: if you went to a bar and sometimes they'll give you a sample of a beer, I would not follow that up with an order. Come on, man, take a sip.
No,
come on, it's just a sip.
Come on, Miles.
I don't think there's anything wrong with me.
I got a drum roll or something, man. This is my last moment on the radio.
Survey says.
Like it's just not.
It's
right.
not as bad as it should be.
Not as bad as it should.
It's not as bad as it should be. That's a fact.
But
Okay,
it's not as good as it used to be.
All right.
All right. So
next on the list.
This is the can of Men's Room Gold Lager. So it does not have an expiration date, but according to this thing on the bottom here, it was canned on May 16th,
2012.
2018.
Oh.
2018. 2018.
Get in there. That's fine.
It should be better,
That's
right?
just, you know.
In a can, like you said?
8 years, 1 month old.
All right, here we go. Now that looks like it. Looks like it did.
I do not like the aftertaste in my mouth right now. I will share that.
Now, you need a bottle of water or something over there.
Which is sitting on my desk in the office. Yes, that's cool.
Okay.
All right, that looks
It
decent.
still looks like the gold.
Yeah, it looks like pee.
From back in the day. Check it out there on the YouTubes. Okay. Also has a decent amount of carbonation.
For sure.
So typically sometimes that'll be something that goes away.
Looks fine.
It does. Why don't you take the first sip? Mr. Looks fine.
Okay.
No, I'm just judging over here.
You're just to judge the visual.
Ted, smell it. I really don't think that I think that lager.
You think it held?
I think it held up.
That smells, yeah.
Taste it.
Nothing about that. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
You want to try it?
No.
Okay. It looks. You go first.
It looks fine.
I'm telling
It
you, I
smells
think this
fine.
might be okay.
I think it's also tough because they're craft beers. You're drinking in the middle warm.
It's not awful. It's a little different than the original recipe, but it's not. I would still drink it.
Okay.
It'd be better if it were cold.
I think that's a big difference.
For that one, the red would make no difference.
That's fine.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's fine.
Yeah, generally you just wouldn't drink those kind of beers warm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You shouldn't drink most
Honest to
beers
God.
warm.
Well, I know, but it's still like the taste and all that stuff.
But I still love the aftertaste of the red in my mouth, and I would like that to go away.
That was just straight vinegar. Our question, what did you consume or use that was expired, or what should you have gotten rid of but you didn't? 206-803-ROCK.
Hank Hilmatic says, I like the gold lager. I wish you were here. You could finish the can.
Yeah. Have at it, man.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room.
How you guys doing?
Hola.
Hola.
All right. So I used to own, my girlfriend and I owned a restaurant in California, and we had a bunch of kegs on tap, and we had just opened. And one of our kegs, we had served a customer. I don't know if I want to say the brand, but we served a bunch of beers out of the keg, and the customer comes up to the counter and says, hey, this beer kind of smells like crap. So we smell it, and sure enough, it smells kind of weird. So we pour some more out of the tap, and I smell another one. Sure enough, it smells like crap. So we pulled the keg, served something else, and end up calling the distributor. And the distributor says, oh, you got one of those kegs. Well, sure enough, the keg somehow, not just our keg, got contaminated with sewage water.
Oh!
And actually contaminated with crap.
So it actually did smell like crap.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So we never serve that brand of beer again.
Did they? So
how did they let
knew
that
it
out?
got contaminated with sewage water, but they still distributed the kegs.
Yeah, and apparently not all of them, because we had another restaurant in town also served it, and they didn't get one of those kegs, and they got delivery the same day we did. So I think it was only some kegs, and I don't know how it happened, but it was pretty bad.
Wow, man. That's
awful.
Yeah. I mean, look, even the restaurants I worked in, it's not that everything's contaminated, but if one thing got contaminated, all the food went.
Yep.
You've been that keeps it. Man, I really do not like the taste in my mouth right now.
It is a weird taste.
I can't ignore it. That's all. I'm not trying to bring it up. It's just.
It's kind of just.
It's in my mouth.
It's sitting on the tongue.
Yeah.
More things that you should probably look at the expiration date that can be dangerous when they expire. They say throw out old mascara. That's eye infection city, essentially. You should know, how long do you keep that sponge on your kitchen sink? This is a bad one.
Isn't it only for like a week or something like that?
They say the most important thing is be adamant about rinsing and drying them. If you do that, you have a little bit longer of a shelf life. If you leave it wet up there, then it's about a week long.
I think a lot of people are guilty of that
There is
one.
a sponge back there that we use to clean stuff. I should bring that in to show you guys.
That sponge has been there for a year and a half.
People put it back soaking wet all the time.
Well, there's a reservoir and there where we hold it. You know, you're right. They put it away soaking wet, so all that water just drips off, and so now there's a vat in there.
Yeah, it's just sitting
of
in the
bacteria and soap scum and just food and nastiness that's in
I
there.
usually just put soap on whatever dish I've used and almost hand wash it and then take paper towels.
Literally hand wash it. Yeah, I'm with
But
you.
also, like, to me, a sponge, that's just one of those things you do. When you're done with it,
Bring the hell
you
out
clean
of
it all. It's like cleaning
Look
your
at that
sink
thing.
after you
Look
do
at the
dishes.
top of that.
All right,
God
YouTubers, look at
bless
this. This is absolutely.
Look at the bag of it.
That's
Look at this
filthy.
thing.
That
This
thing
is
is
one of the
filthy.
most
We should send an email about it.
disgusting things. Look at that. And some people use this to clean their dishes.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that thing. Ah, God.
Yeah, that's gross, man.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting. Oh, what else we got on the list here? Okay.
God damn.
They say don't take your chances with skincare products. They can cause infections, breakouts, or skin reactions. What else?
I can't believe I got to throw out all my mascara.
Believe it or
No.
not, your bleach
What
goes
about
bad.
my eyeliner?
Guy liner.
That's
Lasts
right.
longer.
Come on. Bleach goes bad, but just does not work.
Okay.
But they say, look, it starts to lose its potency about 6 months after opening. While that's on its own isn't dangerous, expecting it to kill the same amount of bacteria, that's the cause for concern.
Sure.
They also, you should throw out old shampoo and conditioner. After they've been opened, they only have 18 months. They're less effective. They can also spread bacteria onto your scalp, which opens the door for a scalpel infection.
Oh, cool. I don't think most people keep their shampoo that long. But again, I think if you travel at all, I think more of the dangers of these razors, shampoo, stuff like that is probably in your travel bag. Because we're also going to be like, dude, I got my toothpaste, my toothbrush. I probably need to throw it all out.
Giant containers instead of petroleum jelly. Get rid of them at all costs. Petroleum jelly is one of those products that are useful for so many things around the home, but as you can imagine, giant tubs of this stuff can go bad after a while. Part of the reason is you have to dip your fingers into the tub to get the jelly out, which immediately spreads bacteria in your jelly. Your best bet is to buy smaller containers and toss any that have been hanging out in the medicine cabinet for at least a year. They say Vaseline petroleum jelly containers do contain expiration dates. They say it's very important to pay attention to those.
I've never thought to look at that in my life.
Another old-timey thing, hydrogen peroxide, rubbing alcohol. Check those expiration dates. They lose their effectiveness. But they
After how long?
Yeah, it just says check the expiration dates.
All right. I definitely
gander at it.
definitely have a couple bottles underneath my sink, but man, I can't remember the last time I used it.
I got rubbing alcohol, which is almost done, but I'm going to check the date tonight. And I know we have hydrogen peroxide, but I'm telling you, that stuff hasn't been used in years.
Crack cords. Anything that you got that's got a cord that's got a little cut in it or anything like that, throw it away immediately. They're fire hazards. They have expired. Dish detergents expire after how long?
Talking like Dawn soap, something like that.
They expire.
6 months.
That's what I was going to guess.
3 months.
Really?
Half that time.
Mine doesn't last that long. Or mine lasts longer than that.
Okay, here's my issue then, right? Mine does not last that long because I'm pretty anal about washing my dishes. However, to save money, my wife's gotten like the big refill jug. I know we've had that longer than 3 months, and I know it's been open because I've used it to refill the smaller bottles. So maybe don't buy those.
The only time I knew the Dawn was something had gone wrong was it wouldn't come out of the bottle the same. It got like thicker.
Ew, man.
Yeah.
I was like, couldn't get the grease off the duck.
Old medicine should be disposed of.
Yeah, we discovered that.
Prescription drugs, especially.
When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I don't know what kind of plant I came into contact with. But I remember my eyes were itching. I went home. My mother saw me, freaked out. They took me to the hospital. I never saw what I looked like, but my mother said, basically, you look like E.T. Your eyeballs had swollen up, and she honestly thought they're going to pop out of my head. All right? So they gave me whatever kind of medication. I just remember it was a liquid medication, whatever it might be. Well, maybe 6 years passed. I guess I made contact with this kind of plant again. I'm having the same allergic reaction. I remember my father's like, hey, chick, don't worry about it. We still have the medicine from the last time this happened. And none of us thought about this. But again, this is years later. Anyway, I got 2 tablespoons of that and then went to the hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not for the allergy at this point, because the thing is,
For the bad medicine?
It still worked on the allergy, so it did whatever it had to do for that. But yeah, then whatever else was in the medicine. And the doctor was like, how long have you had it? My father, and again, we didn't know. And this is late 70s, early 80s. So he's like, I don't know. It's only happened one time before, 6 years ago. And the doctor's like, no. There's no medication we give you that lasts 6 years after you open the bottle.
Okay. What's exciting like clean sheet night when you're an adult? All right. Getting new towels. How long should you keep the towels you have before you get rid of them? As they say, because of the wet environment, they are an ideal breeding ground for bacteria. Even if you wash them in hot water, that can help. But eventually, you need to replace those. So how many years?
2?
I don't know. I thought you just wash them.
Me too.
3 at the most.
All right.
3
I
years.
got to get some new towels.
Yes, you do.
Well, I've already gone to Target to get these pillows.
Get the towels. We're pretty good about the towels.
I just have one. My mom got me a set of towels a few years ago, and they are so nice.
And they're the big ones?
Well, no, it's a hand towel and a little dish towel. Look, I'll just say it. They got the gator on them. They're Lacoste. I don't know why she bought them for me, but I would have a hard time throwing out that.
They're probably pretty good quality.
Yeah, they're super
For
awesome.
sure.
Well, it's the problem. Every time we upgrade, it's not because we're thinking, oh, my God, there's bacteria. We get them like, ooh, babe, these towels are on sale. They're big and they're comfortable.
Yeah.
But that has not happened in probably right around 3 years.
Batteries have a long shelf life, but it's about 10 years, believe it or not.
Damn.
But if you need the batteries in the event of an emergency, such as a flashlight in the case of a power outage, you could be left in the dark, so to speak. They say avoid expired acne medications at all cost. Acne medications need to be tossed and replaced once they've reached their expiration because they lose their effectiveness after a point, but can burn your face.
I will talk to the children about that tonight. I'll go through that. They're at the age, the only people using acne medication are my kids.
Flour can become moldy, and it's one of those things that you don't think about because you don't use it all the time. But check for mold. These compounds, called mycotoxins, can trigger symptoms like vomiting and diarrhea. Take a look at your flour before cooking or baking with it.
Take a look at your flour.
Even if you cook with it, they said it can still make you sick. So
you're going to poop your pants.
Even the cooking process doesn't.
I know
help
brown
you.
sugar can go bad.
Can it? Oh, I'm sure it can.
Turns
but-
into a brick.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But is it
Just
bad
no,
or
you
is
gotta
it
bang
just
it on the
sour?
counter,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know, man. It's
I've
been a
never
few years.
seen loose brown sugar.
It was real hard.
As soon as
Yeah,
you
but growing
open the
up,
bag,
man. Growing
I'm
up.
convinced it just turns into a rock.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. Do you guys wear slippers around the house?
Yes.
I do not.
You do not. I do.
I do. I have one pair of them, but I don't wear them a ton.
Yes, I got a pair, but my feet have been in them like 3
How long should you have your bedroom slippers?
I'm usually good for about a year, maybe.
But
2.
Mike, you're with me too. My house slippers I still wear with clean socks.
Yeah.
I don't just
Oh,
raw
okay.
dog it with
All right.
my foot.
It'll get nasty if you do that.
They say 6 months because you could get a fungal infection. Fire extinguishers.
Welcome to the fungal.
Fire extinguishers will stop working over time. Well, no crap. Here's a very important one that you might not think about. They say, please, if you have it, get your HVAC checked regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The vice president of the Atmos Air Solutions company based out of Connecticut, according to him, it is especially important for people with respiratory problems to have that system serviced at least twice a year.
Jesus.
Just to maintain good indoor air quality, whether you're heating or you're cooling. The system not properly serviced at least once or twice a year can cause, even in the ductwork, mold, dust, odors, bacteria, airborne viruses due to poor air filtration, and ventilation problems in the home.
Well, look, apparently
So there's your to-do list for the weekend.
we're doing God's work today. Trent here on YouTube says, so far on my shopping list, new pillows, vegetable oil, new razors, Vaseline and shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
A lot of action.
I think a lot of us are in the same boat, bro. I didn't know this until today. I'm like, God damn it, man, that sponge is still in there.
I'm going to tell you. So after I crashed my stepfather's Audi.
$1,000.
What? No.
To lick that sponge.
Oh.
What do I got here? 80? I got 60 cash.
To lick it?
To lick it.
You're going to lick it?
I'm debating it. $60, man. It's cold, hard cash. I got to lick the...
Actually, you know what? No. It's not worth it.
No.
I think I want this $60.
No. After I wrecked my car,
I'm dumb enough to do it.
My grandfather gave me his car and had retreaded tires. Not a big deal, but after a little bit of time, they wore down. So spring comes around, the car needs a new muffler. I take it into the Midas or whatever it was, and so they change my brakes. And the guy says, "Hey man," he said, "your tires are bald." At this point, they were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's spring."
Yeah.
So
But
my thought was that with this car, it wasn't very heavy, so I needed to get like studded tires or like very good winter radials. At the time, they had basically all season radials kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So you needed either to get really good snow tires and you needed to change those and put on your summer tires. Well, I was just going to hold it out and wait for winter. So by the time I took it back, right before I started school, like in September, the tires were steel radial, which means they had actual strands of steel in them.
Yeah.
So when I go back in to do it, you could see the strands of steel coming out of the tires. Like when I drove in the rain, I drove like the speed limit, which is very unusual for me.
Yeah.
Everything I did, when I took those tires in to get them replaced, the guy's like, I can't even believe you're alive.
Yeah,
he's like,
right.
you don't realize how close these things are to just blowing and exploding. He's like, you really got lucky. And I was like, took it up to the line, man, because I didn't have money for 4 tires.
They're broke. That is how these things work.
I like you're basically running on
the radials.
Slicks.
Yeah. The radials. Slicks with wires hanging. When you looked at the side of the car, if you brushed your leg up to the side of the tire, you could cut your leg
yourself,
with the steel that was hanging out of the side of the tire. All right, still to come, Terry Daly, Steve Mix from the Daily Mix Morning Show will join us. We're going to sit and spin 10 songs with famous backup singers on the way. And we've got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
When you finally find your thing, you want the whole world to know about that thing. So you use a thing called Canva to make it an even bigger and better thing. Whether you want to create flyers for that thing, make presentations for that thing, or design merch for that thing, you can do anything. So people can see your thing, feel your thing, love your thing. The next thing you know, it's a thing. Canva, the thing that makes anything a thing.
PNC Bank brings you Call of the Wild Money Moves.
Shh. Listen.
Hey, guys.
That's the sound of a multi-level marketing pitch.
This is life-changing, you guys.
Sounds like she wants you to buy lots of essential oils.
They are so essential.
And then have all your friends buy essential oils.
Are you more of a geranium or lavender fan?
Don't look her in the eyes.
Guard against wild money moves with PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Is health insurance eating up your budget for 2026? If you're looking for ways to better steward your finances, consider this. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a health insurance alternative at half the cost. As a ministry, CHM allows you to share the burden of medical bills with other believers. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
I love the Marquette community. I think, it to me resembles a family of some sort.
You are coming to a place that is not only going to give you a great education, but I think it's going to make you a very well-rounded individual.
Especially because of the size, you can definitely find your people. I came in and it was open arms. While you're here, we're going to try to make you feel that same love and make this place home. We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
We are Marquette.
Quick stat for you. Phoenix tourism is up 23%. Hotel occupancy is at 89%. And a developer called Intersection Development, who already has 15 properties live and operating on Roosevelt Row in downtown Phoenix, has purchased the land for what might be the most interesting hotel project in the country. It's the first ever Atari Hotel. And before you write that off as a novelty concept, consider that the gaming industry just crossed $450 billion. Bigger than film and music combined. This project sits at the crossover of that culture with one of the strongest hospitality markets in the US. Even more interesting is that they filed a Regulation A+ offering with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which means you can pull up actual financials, projections, full deal structure, and become an investor. Check it out at AtariHotels.com. So if you like alternative investments and doing your own due diligence, this one's worth a look. That's AtariHotels.com.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at Ring.com.
Just got a new puppy or kitten? Congrats! But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
Coming up, Taryn Daly, Steve Mix from the Daily Mix Morning Show. We will sit and spin. We've got 10 songs with famous backup singers. But first, time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And a couple from our question on what expired or what you should have gotten rid of, but you didn't, guys. When I moved to Illinois, I had expired plates on my car for 3 years. Mostly I drove to the grocery store and just relied and hoped the cops would not bother checking out the out-of-state registration. They did not.
All right.
So I'm going to save $1,300.
Yay for you.
Yeah, good call. Guys, did you know that if you are on the same oral contraceptive, the pill, for 10 years, it lowers the percentage drastically? It basically expires on you. Yeah, no one tells you that. That's good.
Yeah, doctors should point that out.
That is good to know.
There's one oral contraceptive that'll always work.
100% of the time.
Wow.
Not a single.
That escalated.
Damn it, Ted.
Jesus Christ.
But he's not wrong.
Guys, I once consumed a hard-boiled egg that had expired, and I immediately came down with a fever. Oh. Should have thrown those out.
Hard-boiled egg that expired?
You had to buy that somewhere, man.
pre-wrapped.
I told you, I'm weird.
You can buy them pre-wrapped.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. I buy those sometimes. I like them. They certainly have expiration dates, and it's an egg. Throw that thing
Well,
out.
I'm not. Look, and I've said this before, and I'm sure most places are on the level, but I'll see those hard-wrapped, hard-boiled eggs, and I like hard-boiled eggs, or egg salad for whatever reason, and it can be fresh egg salad. I'm just like, I'm not eating it, man. I don't. If I did not see this get made, I do not trust eating this.
There's a place beside us. We go there all the time. It basically should be called the expired store. If you buy anything down there, bless you. You need to check the expiration date. I mean, anything.
It's been much better of late.
It has.
It has.
Guys,
I had the singing cashier today. Hello, how are you? And then even when I get my order, $35.94. Like, you sing everything. It's very weird.
You know, it's funny. We have a great relationship.
With the singing one, the younger one?
Yeah.
She's nice.
You sing with her?
She just sings.
No, I just like to check in on her two boys, see how they're doing in baseball. One's in T-ball.
One was there today. Have you noticed that she sings everything?
I guess I don't, because I just
now you're
initiate
going to.
so much conversation already with her.
one of her kids is in the golf junior league as well.
See?
Yep.
Hey, you guys know a lot about her.
Guys, my wife and I were over at a friend's house for Thanksgiving this past year. My wife is a spectrumy-ass human being. I mentioned that before I explained that her idea of fun was to organize our friend's massive pantry filled with way too many canned and boxed foods while we all drank our faces off. We're talking borderline doomsday status from an inventory standpoint. In the process, I believe she cleared out about 75% of the crap that was in their pantry, with many items dating back to 2016 and 2017. Right. What makes this worse is that they moved here from out of state in 2021. So that they packed all that crap and moved it, well, already expired. God love them, awesome people. And now this is a running joke whenever they bring literally anything to a party. Check the labels, bitches. No one needs dusty-ass Betty Crocker brownies. That from Irish.
I think also with some foods, man, it just depends on, I'm not saying this is safe, but it depends on the duration of the days, depends on what the food is, and like, you'll still give it a smell test because you're like, God damn, like I made that. That was good. I want to finish it.
Yeah.
You feeling a little weird after sipping that beer?
I think it's psychosomatic.
Okay, all right.
I'm very
Maybe
aware that I had it because I can't get the taste out of my mouth, so there's nothing to make me forget that I had a beer. Or not a beer, but whatever that had become.
It's one surefire way I get to taste that.
Yeah. Wow. Just circling around with these jokes, aren't you?
Mike's going to yell at me.
Guys, I just moved my mom out of her apartment.
What are you doing? I just got to get a taste out of my mouth, man.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I said, turn off the video.
Ted offered.
I just moved my mom out of her apartment into a nursing home, and she had cinnamon sticks from 1978. Another. In 2000, when my parents and I moved from Lakewood to Puyallup, I found a bottle of some kind of seasoning. Expired in 1993.
Cinnamon sticks.
Who does HR call into the office? Is it me or Ted? If they call me, I'm like, hey, during the show, did you kill the YouTube feed because you filleted Ted? Yeah, but man, I was getting a taste in my mouth. Or did they call Ted in and say, did you allow this to happen?
Jason from Renton here.
Are we both in trouble?
I did.
Am I suspended with pay?
I went into a flooded house a couple of years ago from a busted pipe. Had to get rid of the stuff in the kitchen, and the customer had soda cans from the 70s that had naturally leaked out. The cans were not popped open at all. Talk about gross.
But if the cans weren't open, the soda had just leaked out.
Do cinnamon sticks go bad?
You still on the cinnamon sticks?
I don't know, but if I said, look, they're from 1978, would you be okay with that? I mean, I don't know if they do or not.
I don't know. I mean,
if you put it in a hot coffee, who knows?
Yeah, it's a stick.
Well, they
From
say
1978.
they say spices. That's one of the ones that's problematic.
And that's what cinnamon is, right?
Yeah. Back in the day, Safeway brand soda was Craigmont. I think they stopped making it in the mid-'90s. My parents still have flats of it in their basement. Oh. The cans are squishy now, and you cannot convince them to throw them away. Not even that time in 2006 when they had to gut the basement for a new furnace.
And they kept them.
That from Rose in Tacoma.
Good news. These cinnamon sticks do not go bad.
Really?
In the traditional sense, they just lose their flavor and potency.
Okay. So the whole point of using them.
Right. Now you just got a stick in your mouth.
Things that have expired right now. Soup cans, bread in the freezer, and an unopened salad bag. Boy, that's you got to get through that, man. If you buy those prepackaged salad, man,
they're real quick.
They're the ones you really got to look at the expiration date.
You got to look at the expiration date, and
don't trust it.
This might be in my head. If they have like 3 for $12 or whatever, don't store them together. I'm telling you, if you separate them, they last longer. But if they're together, that lettuce starts getting red.
Yeah.
It's so gross, man.
I know.
Because my wife and the kids will eat them, whatever. So she'll get the bag salads. And I'm like, babe, look, I know you don't feel like making a salad, but like, I'm looking at these bags. You bought them 2 days ago, and it's already like half liquid.
There's getting juice in
I
there.
mean, yeah.
I buy them like usually on Monday after work. I'll stop at the grocery store real quick. I'll buy them Mondays. I'll eat them during the week. I know my lazy ass ain't gonna eat salad on the weekend.
Right.
And they'll go bad.
All of Michelle's, my husband and I live in a house that was passed down by my grandpa. One night at partying, we found a bottle of his old Irish cream in the liquor cabinet he used to have. Of course, we had to dare him to drink it. He figured that since it was alcohol, it wouldn't go bad. Yeah. It took hours for him to get the bottle opened. When he finally managed to pry it open and drink, it was curdling milk in his mouth. It was super sour and chunky as you know what. He immediately ralphed, and of course, much to my delight, that was funny. Rock on, fellas. Love your show. By the way, don't try chasing tequila shots with root beer either. No bueno.
I'll tell you what, there's one thing that pisses me off, right? You like make a cup of coffee. I don't drink it black. I'll add milk. I don't realize the milk's bad, but as I'm getting my perfect, mixture of milk to coffee, that big like yogurt chunk splashes in, and I'm like, it's just ruined my morning. You just ruined my morning. I did not know it was bad until a chunk fell out of the carton.
I told you, man. I moved on to that oat creamer.
I'm telling you, it's good stuff,
It's
man.
not bad in coffee. It really is.
It's not.
I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Do you?
Yes.
You guys both gave me grief about that a couple months.
Oat milk to me just has I shouldn't say disgusting. It has a unique taste that I do not care for.
Okay, it is a unique taste. That's fair.
Yeah, and but also, I don't know, I drink my coffee black during the week.
Yeah, you do. During the week. What happens on the weekend?
Oh, get a little crazy. Sundays, we get vanilla lattes. Sometimes on Saturday, we add a little cream.
Who's we?
I don't know why I said that like that. It's just me. But if you were one of my buddies, you happen to crash on my couch, and I'm up watching F1, and I go to Starbucks, I will get you also a vanilla latte on Sunday.
Oh, okay. That's lovely.
Vanilla latte Sundays.
Yeah. Sometimes it's followed by Italian sub Sunday.
Ooh, okay. I like where your head's at, man.
Yeah, I like that. All right, time for a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Tip responsibly.
Boo, bitches reaching out for a birthday shout-out. I'm leveling up to 39 today. Nice. Dealer's choice for sound effects from Mike. I love some shotgun gets from Thrill. And some advice from Coach Ted on surviving my last year in my 30s. Keep on rocking, and thank you for everything you do. Hit me up if you want me to send you some more of those men's room koozies that I designed. That from Alex, the 3D print maestro from Snohomish.
Uh-oh, look out.
Get! I say get!
Alex, get! You're not going to want to hear this, but honestly, just get all the fun out now. After 40, it goes downhill. I haven't had fun in 5 years. So just go out there.
What about latte for Saturday?
That's what we're doing now. We're getting fired up. We flavored our coffees on Sundays. Hope you enjoy the last of your 30s.
Guys, I want to say happy birthday to my brother Joshua. He's a father of two, Isla and Leo, and married to his better half, Jennifer. At 47, he still loves a great time. I love you, bro. That from Seth. Dealer's choice once again, Mike, on the sound effects there for Joshua.
Suck it up, cupcake.
I think order's been disturbed.
Are you me?
Oh. What is that one?
That was the live feed that somebody found. We toasted him a while back.
Wonderful relationship, those two. And she said when you come to Austin, they tell you you're going to be...
Oh, yeah. All right.
As an assistant.
Yeah, good. Guys, I'm Christina. My husband is celebrating another year around the sun. I want to say happy birthday to Chris, a welder, race truck mechanic, and self-proclaimed a-hole who has been fixing engines and hurting feelings since 1979. Proof that age is just a number and being an ass is a lifelong commitment. Thanks for keeping his race trucks fast, the weld strong, and everybody keeping everyone humble for decades. Somehow, despite the attitude, you're still everyone's first call when something breaks. Have a great day, old man. That from the lovely Christina. Dealer's choice once again there, Mike.
You ain't. You're not God or my father or my boss.
And finally, for the birthdays, I'm 58 today, and it appears I'm giving myself a birthday shout-out. Can I get a so you don't want a fish sandwich, some Thrill Shotgun Gets, and the captain explaining why Gemini is the coolest zodiac sign ever. Thanks, guys, for helping me get through my commute. Laughter truly is the best medicine. That from JD.
So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Get. Ooh, well, ahoy there and happy birthday. So you're asking the old Captain, my Geminis are the best sign on the Zodiac. It's pretty simple. Zodiac represents twins, like breast. Or more importantly, let's talk about a set of famous twins, the original models for the Boo Boo dolls, the Olsen twins. That's right, with their dead eyes and sunken cheeks, they're the perfect twins for the necrophiliac that prefers their bodies warm. Also known as the Jolly Green Giant, but you didn't hear that from me. Crunch Bears.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Quick stat for you. Phoenix tourism is up 23%. Hotel occupancy is at 89%. And a developer called Intersection Development, who already has 15 properties live and operating on Roosevelt Row in downtown Phoenix, has purchased the land for what might be the most interesting hotel project in the country. It's the first ever Atari Hotel. And before you write that off as a novelty concept, consider that the gaming industry just crossed $450 billion, bigger than film and music combined. This project sits at the crossover of that culture with one of the strongest hospitality markets in the U.S. Even more interesting is that they filed a Regulation A+ offering with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which means you can pull up actual financials, projections, full deal structure, and become an investor. Check it out at AtariHotels.com. So if you like alternative investments and doing your own due diligence, this one's worth a look. That's AtariHotels.com.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Just got a new puppy or kitten. Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
Washing your dishes before you wash your dishes? Dirty Labs believes going green in the kitchen should not mean doing extra work. Their bioenzyme dishwasher detergent cuts through stuck-on food and leaves dishes sparkling, without compromising on safety or performance. No pre-rinse, no post-rinse, no compromise. Just powerful cleaning made without harsh chemicals. If Dirty Labs can't make you believe in the power of green cleaning, nothing will. Fall in love, or it's free at dirtylabs.com.
All right, Dakota, 508. We'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. People who enjoy dark humor might be smarter than everyone else, according to science. Might be.
Say that again?
People who enjoy dark humor might be smarter than everyone else, according to science. And I'm sorry, that's not a scientific answer. They might be.
Yeah, might is not scientific.
Right. Might. It's a scientific question.
Everyone can say might. That does not make you a scientist.
That's right. Your hat might fly off your head, according to science.
The moon might be made of cheese.
Right.
Science will tell me it's not. If they ended it with might, like no good.
Exactly.
I enjoy. It might be smart.
I can enjoy dark humor, but I think
more. Not so much whether or not you find it funny; it's whether or not you understand the punchline. Because someone can tell the joke where you understand the punchline. It's just not funny to you, so you don't laugh. They're saying in this case, people don't understand that a joke was made. Right? So that's the whole thing. It's not whether or not you find it funny, it's just whether or not you can acknowledge whether or not a joke was made. If you can't pick up on that, they're like, see, eating glue's not good for you.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, I can get down with some dark humor.
Sure.
You need to have more in your repertoire than dark humor.
And sometimes it's just not funny.
Correct.
I know a joke was made, it's just not funny, and that's fine.
Right. After a while, you're just kind of bleeding on your own problems.
Right. That's exactly it.
There's a new dating term, goblintimacy.
Goblintimacy?
Yeah.
Like goblin energy when you're being
intimacy.
So,
yeah,
damn it. Hold on. I'm gonna get
that's
this.
a hard one.
Goblintimacy.
Glad intimacy.
Goblintimacy.
Goblin intimacy.
Say goblin and then
intimacy. It's goblintimacy.
There you go.
Goblintimacy.
It's a new trend where people deliberately reveal their unpolished, fully authentic selves early on to weed out incompatible partners.
In other words, they're being honest.
Here's the thing.
No filters. I didn't turn my head this way. This is actually what I look like.
And it's not so much that there's no filters. It's
and
no
I
breaks.
look like a goblin.
Right. You are going to drink through a fire hose when it comes to learning about this person, which I understand to a degree. You know, on the surface, yes, you're being very honest, and it can achieve a very deep connection very quickly. That's also a lot to digest all at once.
So just bleed it out like normal people.
I think also depends on age.
Yeah.
Right? Like 20s, 30s, but like, I don't know, by my age.
At our age
we
now,
can,
like, right.
We kind of, like, you can go on a first date and kind of know, like, do we have anything, but like, I'm not going to sugarcoat a bunch of crap for you.
No.
You don't. That's so funny. You get older, you're just like, yeah, this has happened to me.
I'm about to say, you get to a certain age where no matter what, you've all got baggage.
Sorry, I'm late. I couldn't get off the toilet.
Right.
Exactly. I can't get rid of this.
I got an itch, man. I might have to get up a couple times during dinner, but don't worry, I'm good.
Sorry, you're right. You can't hit a certain age and not have baggage.
Yeah. Right. No matter what it is. Is it medical issues? Is it family issues? Is it job issues? Is it ex issues? Is it...
Right.
You know.
You also just don't care as much to be like, no, I'm into that too.
Yeah.
Right, like I did that before. I just wouldn't do it now.
No.
I mean, I did it when I was desperately trying to get laid when I was younger, but now I'm like, I don't care.
I will slightly lie about liking something that you enjoy just because I want to just get a little bit further.
I wouldn't even do that.
Not anymore.
I'll tell them this sucks, but man, I don't care. You put on what you want to put on.
Yeah,
it's not my cup of tea, man, but you listen to whatever you want.
Right, and that's where I'm at now.
Yeah, exactly.
We were talking about...
I don't like it.
Right. Back in teenager days, I had so many friends that pretended to like things because this guy that they were into was really into it. Like, that's not going to pull them, man.
Okay, well, look, Hysteria from Def Leppard. I did not like it.
Right.
But I got asked because I lied.
Yeah.
So, oddly enough, I hear the songs and I don't like them, but it always takes me back to that place where I'm like, I don't like the song, but because I lied and said that I do like the song...
At least
some good stuff happens.
And when they come around, and when they go to whoever this band is that I don't like that I'm listening to, like when they come around, baby, I'll buy you a ticket if you want to go with a friend.
Yeah.
I'm just not going.
Oh, I'm not going.
It's a night out for me. Win-win. You're all supposed to have your own individual thing.
But I thought you liked this. We need to go together.
And you kept muffling the sound.
I said she puts on a good stage show.
That's right.
I love people always say that. I don't really like this artist. I'm like, dude, they put on a great stage show. I'm like, they're a professional entertainer. Right. I fully expect that their stage show is outstanding.
Right.
I don't like the music they are playing.
But some people are good artists, and their show sucks.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's just like low energy or whatever.
Miles brought up a band today. I won't say who it was, but song came on. I'm like,
it's one of your favorite bands, Mike.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And Miles was like, dude, I saw the show Climate Pledge. It sucked. And these guys are reasonably young. But you were saying it's just kind of low energy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Fairly new song?
What's that?
Fairly new song.
Okay.
Fairly new.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
I think I fell off that train a little while ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there were a couple albums back.
They're a decent band.
Yeah.
You know, but just Miles is like, dude, don't bother to see them live.
Obviously, we play them, people.
Yeah.
We just say the name of the band.
It was a wild one.
Yeah, if it's Madonna, I'm like, Madonna sucks.
They used to be fun to see, I will say that. Put your thinking caps on, Jez. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I give you guys a 90% chance of success on this one. Steve, you currently hold the title with just one. It is a noun brought to you by the letter G, and it's a range or series of related things. A range or series of related things. As soon as I give you the sentence.
Grouping?
We say that something runs this.
Gamut.
Miles Montgomery.
Go, Miles.
He gets it finally. Miles is on the board.
I was going to say that, but he interrupted me.
No, you already got it.
He went grouping. He went grouping. We can't count it.
Yeah. Montgomery on the board.
I said grouping because that's what I say when I think. You know, some people go, grouping. Jets win.
We've been talking about expiration dates all day long, but some things have a lot longer expiration dates than others.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So I decided to look up 10 of the longest lasting foods. This is the AI overview, so don't trust any of this information.
I got a couple guesses.
It's not mortal and does not care.
Who would be your one guess, though?
Well,
the longest lasting foods, you know what number one is, so don't give that one away.
Ted, just say it.
Rice?
I thought you were going to say honey. You always go honey. Anytime we bring this up, you say
that
honey.
gets hard. I'm going to go pasta.
Pasta. I like that. I like it. Okay, so here's the list. The 10 longest lasting foods, bottom of the list. They go with distilled spirits. Hard liquors like vodka, whiskey, and gin have an indefinite shelf life and will not go bad even after they are open, though they may slowly lose flavor over many years.
I got news for hard liquor in my home. That test will never be run.
I've got one bottle in my house that my brother-in-law bought me on my 21st birthday. It's like a Macallan 18.
And you're not drinking it because why?
I'm drinking it slowly. I give myself...
It's an 18.
I give... Right, it's an 18.
It's an expensive bottle.
It's a really nice bottle, and I enjoy a shot on my birthday. I don't shoot it, I sip it.
I hear people say this, and my argument is always, you go to an expensive restaurant, they bring whatever it is you order. Right. The most money I've spent. You don't eat 2 bites and say, give me a doggy bag. Like, brother, you're going to eat that whole thing in one sitting, and I know you're not going to drink that entire bottle.
That meal is not going to last 10 years.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, sometimes my just, for me, like, I know we do this every time, but I have some bottles that I would never spend the money on that somebody has gifted me. So I just kind of keep them in there. I'll buy other whiskeys, like a bottle of Jameson Orange.
Right.
Not to be specific.
Jameson Orange.
It's delicious. That goes,
You shoot it straight or you mix it?
Yeah, you bang that thing back.
Okay. That was voted the worst liquor in the one dude from Australia came into Sean O'Donnell's.
Oh, no.
And went all the way across back and forth. And that was the last bottle he tried. And that was what he said. He was like, that is the worst.
His taste buds were fried.
No, he didn't do it all at once.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like one sip.
No, he did it over weeks. You know, like I'm just going to try one of these.
If there's 1 week I could care less what an Australian thinks about, it's this week. Let's go to the USA.
That's a good point.
Soy sauce. Again, 10 longest lasting foods. Thanks to the fermentation and high sodium content, an unopened bottle of soy sauce will maintain its quality for 3 or more years in the pantry.
I feel like you could put that on a cut and save yourself.
Yeah.
Just so much so. Even like low sodium. I'm like, is it low or is it lower?
Miles Montgomery, you come in at number 8. Dried pasta.
Yeah, I just kind of figure it's always okay.
Macaroni spaghetti, it has an exceptional shelf life and could last for 2 to 3 years past its best buy date or even up to a decade if it's vacuum sealed.
I believe that. I mean, it's just this hard, dry ass.
That's the only thing I don't like about the summer. I'm a huge pasta guy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like the right thing to eat.
No.
Well, that's why this summer you have pasta salad.
Exactly.
Yep.
We'll find a way to eat that pasta.
Make
it cold and add
I
stuff.
want pasta as a meal, not as a side.
Man, the lady last night, she made this grinder tortellini pasta salad.
Grinder,
like a grinder
like salami and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salami,
black olive,
pickled jalapeno peppers, olives. It was tremendous.
People can always tell my pasta salad, there's no vegetables in it. I'm like, because I made it.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah. As soon as we got that invitation to our company picnic, we'd bring a side, starting to noodle through the stuff. Like, all right, what am I going to attack this with?
Then did you see the time?
What I got in my repertoire? No, what time?
11 to 3. We can't go.
I think they told us we get the day off.
I don't know. I'll be out of town anyway, so I know we have the day off.
Yeah.
I know it. I'm like, cool.
That's a Friday. The Friday before we get the day off.
No, that's the day off before we get all the time off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's confirm
Sweet.
that.
Sweet.
We better confirm
Summer
that.
vacation.
Oh,
It's
we'll
down
confirm.
in Kent,
Here
so
we go.
we can't make it back up to the show. Damn it. Anywho, 10 of the longest lasting foods. That's according to AI. Here we are.
You guys almost slipped into a The Podcast episode trying to plan stuff out.
Right. We're just airing dirty laundry here.
No, I'm trying to find a side.
Powdered milk. Non-fat powdered milk lasts for 20 years or more when stored properly in airtight containers away from oxygen and heat.
That's how often I want to use it.
I'm about to say, powdered milk, that you will find it just sitting there for, the nuclear holocaust.
My parents went there for a while when we were growing up. Everything was expensive, right?
Yeah.
Mom was like, it's powdered milk. So I'd eat a bowl of cereal, and It's just not good. I'm like, this is white water. But we did it for probably 4 straight years. Yeah.
Instant coffee. Unopened and kept moisture-free, instant coffee can last up to 25 years.
Yeah. Look, I know people hate it, and it's not the best, but I keep some in my house just for a pinch.
People who love it drink it exclusively.
So is instant coffee just powder that you throw into hot water and mix it up and it makes coffee?
It's like the little crystals.
Yeah, it's more crystals.
It's different than the grounds that we have up there in the shelf.
Correct. It's coarser.
That's all my mother-in-law drinks.
Gotcha.
Sanka at that. Like she stands by that. That is her
That's
drink.
what I'm saying. People who love it.
Loves it.
We talked about it. Sugar. White and brown sugar last indefinitely, they say. They do not support bacterial growth, though they should be kept airtight to prevent hardening.
All right.
Like I said,
I guess it wasn't airtight. I mean, that thing was so hard.
Look, bro, we have, my wife bought a bunch of those airtight containers.
Yeah.
So flours in one, white sugars in one, brown sugars in one. We use a lot of brown sugar just in our cooking when you're making sauces. Still, when I open it, it's a brick.
It is.
They can say anything they want.
You're supposed to beat it.
You got to beat the crap out of it. Right?
It's not that you're supposed to. You have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Another one that always gets me too is in the spice rack. It's the onion powder and the garlic powder.
All right.
Those always just, no matter what, I gotta buy a new one all the doggone time because if it's in there for a month, yes,
really,
and it becomes solid in there, and it's just in this glass jar, and I'm trying to shake the living daylights out of the friggin' thing. Yeah,
right. Like sounds like an ice cube.
The lemon pepper seasoning does that to me all the time too. But I don't use it enough.
Yeah, a lot of the mixed seasonings do that too.
Yeah.
Salt. Pure salt does not support bacterial growth and will not spoil.
Yes. That's
Don't
kind
they-
of what salt does.
Don't they store things in salt?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they cured things, protected things.
Right.
They used to pay like Roman soldiers in salt.
Yes.
Because it was that important to have. That way, whatever other food they got, they could preserve
Half
for a
the
while.
fish in Scandinavia or places like that is covered in salt and buried in the ground.
And then they find a way to road it from there. Yeah. Like, why did you protect this fish if your recipe created that
nastiness?
Like, have you ever been to a Norwegian restaurant?
No.
I know you haven't. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
Right? Mexican restaurants, Indian restaurants, Egyptian restaurants, like Norwegian and English. Like, it ain't happening, man.
You guys ever seen like salt cooking where they like encase it in salt and then cook it?
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
what's
those
dry
The only
as
thing
hell,
I hate
dude.
about salt is when they put all your fresh oysters on a bed of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, unnecessary.
It doesn't bother because they're in the shell.
Yeah, no, but it's just a waste of salt, I think. You know what I mean?
But that's how easy salt is.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like road salt.
10 of the longest lasting foods, they go with dried beans and legumes. Lentils, black beans, pinto beans, chickpeas will last 25 to 30 years. While they remain safe to eat indefinitely, they may take longer to rehydrate and cook as they age. Again, emphasis on the dried factor there.
Yes.
Yes, you can get canned stuff that will probably go bad.
As I prepare my bomb shelter, these are important things.
I mean, that makes sense. I feel like as I get older, it takes me longer to rehydrate.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong. You are not wrong, dude.
I chugged like 3 of those. Why am I still thirsty?
Do you think they would revive quicker if we put our dried beans in Pedialyte? Just say, based on Ted's theory.
Just lay it in there, buddy.
It's going to sound crazy.
Come on.
Use Pedialyte.
You put dried fruit in there. Come on. Come back. Ted, you're at number 2 with white rice. When stored properly in a sealed container, white rice can last 25 to 30 years.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man. How much do we got in rice reserves? Is there a rice reserve somewhere? It's
Somewhere
just
in
such
Asia?
Right. It's just
Probably
such
in
a
Asia.
plentiful crop that there's got to be like a silo that's
It's
just
cheap. It's plentiful.
Yeah.
I mean, rice and potatoes, it just, honestly, I don't care what's going on in your life. Like, you can eat rice and a potato.
100%.
Maybe, no, because they have risotto. I'm trying to think of a cuisine where you can't find rice in a dish. Probably goes back to your Norwegian thing, right?
Yeah, right.
But you can be in Mexico. You can be
Germany.
in Asia. You can. With some of their sausages, man. I think
Oh,
those
yeah. Okay,
right. I'm just
all
saying,
right.
it's hard to think of a place that does not use rice.
And then this is the number 1 longest lasting food. I wonder what it'll be.
Bee vomit.
Speaking of bees, bee vomit. It's
There you
honey.
go.
Is it?
Thanks to its low moisture and high acidity, honey virtually never spoils. It may crystallize over time, but gently warming the jar restores it. We actually had a jar
It's
on
high acidity.
Yes.
Huh.
It's a miracle cure.
I mean,
for
just
everything,
based on the taste and the viscosity, I never associate it with being acidic.
we had a jar of honey in here that was
solid,
an uncalculable age, and it was pure crystals. And then I remember Ted came in here with a throat ache one time.
I was just dying.
And I was in that microwave just trying to cook it up just to reactivate it and heat it up.
You almost melt the bottle.
And it still
sugar.
worked. Like it was molten going down his throat.
Out.
But we got it.
Sure, it burned me.
A couple in Alabama were caught in a feud on video, and what set it off is a little ridiculous, Miles.
What did set that off?
Tell you all about it at 5:15.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Quick stat for you. Phoenix tourism is up 23%. Hotel occupancy is at 89%. And a developer called Intersection Development, who already has 15 properties live and operating on Roosevelt Row in downtown Phoenix, has purchased the land for what might be the most interesting hotel project in the country. It's the first ever Atari Hotel. And before you write that off as a novelty concept, consider that the gaming industry just crossed $450 billion. Bigger than film and music combined. This project sits at the crossover of that culture with one of the strongest hospitality markets in the US. Even more interesting is that they filed a Regulation A+ offering with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which means you can pull up actual financials, projections, full deal structure, and become an investor. Check it out at AtariHotels.com. So if you like alternative investments and doing your own due diligence, this one's worth a look. That's AtariHotels.com.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app, and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet, and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
Washing your dishes before you wash your dishes? Dirty Labs believes going green in the kitchen should not mean doing extra work. Their bioenzyme dishwasher detergent cuts through stuck-on food and leaves dishes sparkling, without compromising on safety or performance. No pre-rinse, no post-rinse, no compromise. Just powerful cleaning made without harsh chemicals. If Dirty Labs can't make you believe in the power of green cleaning, nothing will. Fall in love, or it's free at dirtylabs.com.
The biggest tournament in soccer is finally here, and I've already started planning my watch parties. My go-to move before kickoff is stopping at Total Wine & More to grab drinks for the whole crew. Wine, beer, seltzers, maybe a few ready-to-drink options, everything we need for a full day of matches. With this many games, it definitely helps knowing you're getting the lowest prices. Total Wine makes it so easy because I can grab everything I need in one stop. Get match day ready with Total Wine & More today, so you're set from kickoff to the final whistle. Spirits are not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Must be 21.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve a Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast the Imperial Russian Ballet. That's right, you guessed it, Russia. Mike, do you have the story coming up?
Is it Russia or Turkey?
So it's the the Imperial Russian Ballet. However, they were performing in the country of Turkey over this past weekend for a performance of Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
As a side note, I'm very glad I was not present for the ballet presentation of Romeo and Juliet. I could not get to that. Anyway, at a very climactic scene directly following Romeo's death, with the actor lying on the stage. A stray cat wandered onto the stage. Now, normally it wouldn't be a big deal, but before anyone could shoo the cat away or kind of scare it off stage, the cat sat down next to dead Romeo. Keep in mind, the actor's not breaking character, and this cat walks up to the actor. Then the cat starts sniffing his hair a little bit. And then the cat decided to escalate and start doing what cats do and takes its paws and repeatedly started beating the quote-unquote dead Romeo on the head. You've seen cats do it. He's just doing it. Meanwhile, the actor is still just laying there. Obviously, he knows what's going on. He does not break character. He just stays and lets this cat do it. Now, in spite of all this going on, the actress who portrays Juliet, she did walk out and pull Romeo's quote-unquote dead corpse a few inches away from the cat, maybe just to get the cat to go away. And at that point, the cat did leave Romeo alone. However, the cat would not leave the stage and instead jumped on a table and actually finished watching the rest of the play. Oddly enough, no one knows where this cat came from. They do not know how it got into the theater, but the actors were like, F it. So at curtain call, when they went up for their applause, the lead actor was holding this feral cat in his arms, and it said that cat got the biggest applause of anyone.
That's awesome. Which honestly, the fact that he was able to just carry that feral cat, they're not the friendliest of beasts.
No. And it wasn't tiny either when he's holding it. Honestly,
he was orange. They're insane.
And to act and just stay there and not move, is he supposed to be dead?
Yeah. And the thing, his eyes are closed, so he does not even know this cat's approaching. But like I said, it's sniffing his hair, and then the cat's just on top of his head. But funny. If you watch the video, it's great, man. But credit to the ballet company for not breaking character. And I apologize for the spoiler alert. Yeah, Romeo dies. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bichola. All right, let's get a contestant online now for Profile This. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Quick stat for you. Phoenix tourism is up 23%. Hotel occupancy is at 89%. And a developer called Intersection Development, who already has 15 properties live and operating on Roosevelt Row in downtown Phoenix, has purchased the land for what might be the most interesting hotel project in the country. It's the first ever Atari Hotel. And before you write that off as a novelty concept, consider that the gaming industry just crossed $450 billion, bigger than film and music combined. This project sits at the crossover of that culture with one of the strongest hospitality markets in the U.S. Even more interesting is that they filed a Regulation A+ offering with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which means you can pull up actual financials, projections, full deal structure, and become an investor. Check it out at AtariHotels.com. So if you like alternative investments and doing your own due diligence, this one's worth a look. That's AtariHotels.com.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Washing your dishes before you wash your dishes? Dirty Labs believes going green in the kitchen should not mean doing extra work. Their bioenzyme dishwasher detergent cuts through stuck-on food and leaves dishes sparkling, without compromising on safety or performance. No pre-rinse, no post-rinse, no compromise. Just powerful cleaning made without harsh chemicals. If Dirty Labs can't make you believe in the power of green cleaning, nothing will. Fall in love, or it's free, at dirtylabs.com.
Summer weekends are all about family, sunshine, and making memories together. Before everyone arrives, I stop at my local Total Wine & More to pick up a great bottle. Maybe a favorite we already love, or something new to enjoy with dinner on the patio. With so many bottles to choose from, it's easy to discover something amazing. And with the lowest prices, it's easy to grab an extra bottle for the table. Not sure what to pick? Their friendly guides are always there to help. Find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. Visit TotalWine.com to learn more. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Must be 21.
My name is Jessa. One of the things I love the most about working for United Healthcare is that everybody matters. Every moment matters. There's a person behind every problem. I care because it's what I was put on this earth to do.
I'm Ben, and I work at United Healthcare. I am just one piece of a larger puzzle, but every piece matters. It's more than just work. We want to make the healthcare system better for everyone. I care because I want to make a difference. That's what committed to care means to me.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Brock. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Hi, Brock. You understand how this here game is played?
I sure do.
Fantastic. You have your choice today of one of three categories, and today we offer you the wonderful world of drugs. We have Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
I think I'm going to go drugs today.
All right, our very own Mike Hawk brought us this story recently. It involves a 46-year-old man in Florida, crashed his SUV, then carjacked a woman who stopped to help him before he drove off in her car to a Chick-fil-A and then grabbed a French fry from a child. Now, that man, Mr. Corey Coddington, faces a slew of charges, including aggravated assault, carjacking, petty theft, and leaving the scene of a crash. Now, the incident occurred shortly before noon last Saturday in Deerfield Beach. Dispatch received several reports of a man, later identified as Coddington, apparently wrapped his SUV around a tree. Cheyenne Figaro, she said she witnessed the crash and walked up to Coddington to see if he was okay, saying, quote, "He stole my car. When I stopped, I got on my car. He ended up taking my car and driving off with it." Coddington then drove to a nearby Chick-fil-A where he was covered in blood when he got out of his vehicle. A guy asked him, "Are you okay?" Coddington replied, quote, "Doesn't look like I'm okay." The suspect then stole a French fry from a child. It said he wanted a milkshake. He was refused. He reportedly walked to a gas station where deputies confronted him. He was combative with cops before they finally took him into custody. So you're not going to believe this. He was high on drugs. I know. The question is, what drug was he high on? Was it crack? Was it meth? Was it ecstasy? Or was it Ambien? So crack, meth, ecstasy, or Ambien.
What is Ambien? That's like a sleeping drug, isn't it?
That's the sleeping drug, but some people that have adverse effects to it have very, very adverse effects to it.
Makes them racist.
Yes. A small occurrence of racism.
The thing that's throwing me off is the French fry. I'm not sure why. Because, like, if he's on crack, he's probably not too hungry.
That was only one.
I mean, he literally took one French fry.
Yeah.
Not that you snatched the whole
It's the
order.
same thing Bill Murray would do to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you think, Ted?
I think he's high on meth. Just because his body's still functioning pretty tough.
All right. Miles?
Ecstasy. Because he's hungry.
I was originally going to go ecstasy, but I think I'm going to try the Ambien.
Ambien. Okay. What was this French fry eating man on? Crack, meth, ecstasy, or Ambien? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
99.9 KISW.
Category drugs on profile. Let's get a Florida man who crashed his SUV. A woman in a car basically came over to try to help the guy.
Yeah.
So he carjacked her vehicle, drove it to a Chick-fil-A, stole a French fry from a kid.
Yes.
Tried to order a milkshake and was eventually busted across the street at a gas station.
And again, I believe this happened in Florida, so, whatever.
He was on drugs. Question is, was it crack, meth, ecstasy, or Ambien?
And Brock, that is the question we posed to you. Let us start with the Ted Smith. You went with methamphetamine. It was not methamphetamine. Brock, you wanted to start what Ambien was. We gave you a quick overview of at least the potential side effects. You went with Ambien. It was not Ambien.
Come on, ecstasy.
That leaves Miles Montgomery, and yes, you went ecstasy. You are correct, sir.
That's why he was wanted that French fry and that milkshake.
But my experience with ecstasy, man, like, you're in a good mood.
Yeah, he's coming down. He's hungry.
I guess.
The craziest part is that the guy at Chick-fil-A didn't say my pleasure and said no.
You're right. My pleasure. Right? They have to say that.
Yeah. They have to.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Your choices today. You got Seth Meyers, the Jimmys,
Found the Kibble,
or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there to tell you. Us guys have teams of talents, writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Good news for popular 80s star Corey Feldman after a scary mid-air medical emergency just yesterday. Appears to be fine and doing okay. Sheesh. That was close. He was almost an actual lost boy.
Ted Smith.
The Ted Smith.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
They were both in that one. People loved it.
Feldman and Haim, right?
Yeah. Yep. R.I.P. Custom officials in Ohio recently seized more than 100 pieces of fake designer goods, including 44 Rolex watches. Authorities suspect that they were fake when they were found in Ohio.
Found.
Seth Meyers.
Customs officials in Ohio recently seized more than 100 pieces of fake designer goods, including 44 Rolex watches. Authorities suspected they were fake when they were in Ohio.
They also found a Super Bowl trophy.
That's how they knew it was stolen.
Or fake. The New York Knicks are the NBA champions for the first time in 53 years. The team's first ever championship Tinker Tape Parade will be this Thursday. And if you're looking for a way to skip work, don't worry, because we've got you covered with the Knicks Parade Excuse Generator. For example, when your boss asks why you can't be at work on Thursday, it tells you to say, I can't work on Thursday because I'm still drunk from Saturday.
Foul.
Yeah, found.
That's true.
Yeah, guys, the New York Knicks are NBA champions for the first time in 53 years. The team's first ever championship ticker tape parade will be this Thursday. And if you're looking for a way to skip work and go, don't worry. We've got you covered with this Knicks Parade Excuse Generator. Let me show you how it works. For example, when your boss asks, why can't you work on Thursday? It tells you to say, I can't work Thursday because I'm still drunk from Saturday. See?
You gotta imagine, with Juneteenth being on Friday, that parade on Thursday, like...
Oh, everyone's off? Yeah.
I mean, people aren't showing up to work.
There's no chance.
Right?
There's no chance.
I think schools are all done by now. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be a massive parade.
It is. And depending where you live, there are certain things that they're like, we're going to close the office, right? Opening day in Baltimore. Baseball season starts. They can be a good team. It can be a bad team. It doesn't matter. No one's going to come in, and people will take their children out of school, so they just kind of say, you know what? Might go through the trouble.
It's different in New York when you shut down streets, like Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Right.
Obviously, no one's there. But, I mean, you shut down a major thoroughfare in New York, you've already screwed the downtown business district.
Yeah. So,
but
they're happy
if you
too.
take the subway.
Yeah. So they're like, we don't care. It's understood that nothing's going to happen this day.
All right. We all know him for being good looking and a decent actor. John Stamos.
And a great drummer.
Yeah.
He's a good drummer.
Yeah. I would say, is he great?
Do you think he's had plastic surgery?
I do not.
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong. He's had not one, but two nose jobs.
Right.
Now, the first one he got as a kid because somebody broke his nose with a golf club. I'm assuming he was a kid. He got too close to a backswing.
Yes, I think someone beat his ass.
But God damn it, Stamos. But back in from 82 to 84, he was on General Hospital. and he got a new nose job because he didn't like the way it looked. So after that job, then he went to the plastic surgeon that did Michael Jackson's nose. He says,
"Yeah, that's the guy I want to go to."
He said he didn't make me look like Michael Jackson. Thank God. And then he's also admitted he's had Botox injections in his forehead.
I mean, come on, man. We know.
It's stable.
What? I don't know a lot about the plastic surgery world. But if I said I'm going to get plastic surgery, I would not go to Donatella Versace's plastic surgeon. And if it's my nose specifically, I certainly do not go to Michael Jackson's nose guy because his nose was removable.
Right, but his nose originally, when he first got it done, was really cool looking. And it was what he wanted. And then I think after that Pepsi incident, it got really bad.
The Pepsi.
Started tinkering.
And Donatella Versace, she's one of those people, too. Like,
she just won't stop. Wouldn't stop.
Correct. So I think that's when you end up at that age. You just have that very strange...
Yeah.
Right, and I think nowadays, too, there's so much new stuff. That, like, it used to be like I always remember Kenny Rogers. Like, after he got that...
Yeah.
After he got that facelift, it's just like, Kenny, I know you feel better and stuff, but it looks strange.
It looks... Because you don't look like Kenny Rogers. But if you are more confident, good for you.
Right, and just know this. Like, the hands can't lie a ton.
Also, look, if I knew Kenny Rogers before he got his facial surgery, I could obviously tell he got it done.
Correct.
But if I never knew Kenny Rogers and I walked up to him and I looked at him and be like, you had a ton of plastic surgery. It doesn't matter if you knew what he looked like before or after. You can still look like Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would think, too, sometimes it just maybe doesn't take the same. I know a couple that I grew up with some of their kids or whatever. I assume the mom probably had some plastic surgery, but she was always very attractive, still is. Mm-hmm. But the dad, I think, got some done, and he doesn't look bad. It looks odd.
It just looks
right?
weird.
And
Right.
I can't unnotice it when I talk to him, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But
it's like the old guys keep dyeing their hair black. Like, once you pick up on the fact, like, dude, it is hair dye. Like, I can't see anything except that.
especially on a beard.
Oh, God, that's the worst.
Grecian looking.
That is, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, look, mine's gray. I know it. I just,
But it's first mine.
You have earned it.
We have earned the right to have the gray beard. I'm not that worried about it. But.
Well, and there's also, you can dye it a little bit without going jet black.
You know what? That's the difference, right? It just, remember we used to work at sales guys back in Baltimore, but really nice guy. But he kept dyeing his hair black. And I mean, even then, I'm like, bro, you got to be like 62 years old. Your hair, and it doesn't look like you're using dye. It looks like you grabbed Kiwi shoe polish and just applied it. But also, oddly enough, that was just kind of his look, so it made sense.
Yeah.
Didn't look good, but it made sense on him.
Let's see, Home Improvement. They were talking about reviving that. Tim Allen still wants to do it.
Of course he does.
There's one problem, as they say here, technically three. Let's see. It's the kids. So two of them, Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Taryn Nolan Smith, they don't act.
Yeah.
All right. But Jonathan did appear on 4 episodes of Last Man Standing like a decade ago. And I guess if they were redoing it, they don't act anymore. They might come back for it. But honestly, it's tough, I think, because they're so done with that. They have normal lives.
On with their life, yeah.
But the biggest one is Zachary Bryan. He's in jail.
Yeah.
He's had a few run-ins with the law. I want to say he got arrested the last time down in Oregon.
It was fairly recent, too, if I remember.
Right. I think he's still in jail down there. So it's kind of hard to, revive the show, right? It's like,
You really got to mess up to be in jail in Oregon. I mean, because they give you a lot of leniency on just being an idiot.
Yeah. But, did you ever watch that show, Jail?
No.
So it's basically like Cops. It's just about intake and central booking. They use that Portland jail, whatever that county is, a lot.
Okay, I can believe
They use that one, and they use the Vegas one. But, a lot of times, that whatever that county is in Oregon. So, people are getting locked up down there.
I've just seen cops be very friendly to people near the open-air market when they were being disruptive. Not arresting them and really just kind of taking care of the problem and escorting them away. I was like, wow, I would have been arrested for that.
As the World Cup keeps going on, yesterday, first of all, shout out to the weather.
Yes.
And then also, like we've talked about, America, and here in the States, we just have kind of newer stadiums than some of the old ones in Europe or whatever. Like we said, the one in Munich is beautiful and this and that. So people were really blown away. And don't forget, for the Seahawks, a big part of getting that stadium deal done was to have soccer in mind.
Yes.
So there's a lot of Europeans, especially Belgians, they're like, geez, this is a great spot to watch soccer, football.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, it was kind of designed for that. So Seattle's been showing off. Obviously, here, the weather's been great. The city's been looking good. The stadium looks good. But mainly, people are just kind of, and so am I, obsessed with these Europeans and the Japanese going through like other parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the main thing is now is that all these Europeans have discovered Buc-ee's. So we had like the original guy last week from Germany, Freddie.
A Waffle House, yeah.
Right, Waffle House, a Buc-ee's, Ella Langley. Then I watched one today, and it's a French guy, and he's like in his, little French accent and talking about like,
I am a Buc-ee's.
Well, Mike, I say it that way because in his video, he's like, like this is, this gas station, like what you preparing for war, whatever. By the end of it, he's like, I was wrong. I wanted to hate it because I am French, but he's like, I love it. Right? So they're like, they love Buc-ee's. They're just flavors they've never had. He's even like an English guy, and he's like, can you imagine getting this sandwich? He's like, you pay whatever pounds for this in London. He's like, at Buc-ee's, it's just here.
I mean, listen, and I think this is the truth of the United States, all right? So, yeah, we got a lot of problems, and we'll figure it out if we choose to. But generally speaking, we have nailed the art of gluttony.
Yeah.
Which is part of the culture, right? And so anytime, and this is what we know. So when people come from other countries that, like when they order food, they cannot believe how much food we get. We're like, it's the American way, dog. You know what I mean? If you just want to get a little bit of food, then spend a ton of money at a restaurant called Blue, right? And they'll give you like a scallop with a piece of bacon on it. But this is the U.S., brother. We're going to eat when we eat. We got free refills. What was the one guy? It's like, I went to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, the chips and salsa. That guy was
chips
Japanese.
And salsa. And I had to tell the waiter, like, we have not earned these. Dude's like, bro, they're on the house. And the guy ended up eating 3 baskets because he just could not believe.
I think it's
so.
also,
If you go somewhere like Buc-ee's, right? And we call it a gas station.
Correct.
So anywhere else in the world, in their mind, the only thing there is petrol. It's like, no. You're in the U.S., brother. Again, while you're waiting for your tank to fill up, you can go ahead and get yourself a cup of coffee, get some candy bars for the kids, get a bag of potato chips, pick up a 6-pack of beer, and get a hot sandwich. Because that's how we roll.
If you went to a Mexican restaurant that had fresh salsa, I get it.
Yeah.
And I hate that we don't have
great.
better transit, like trains throughout our country.
Transit would be great. But
that's part of it, is that a lot of these other countries are much older. They have train systems, you know what I mean? So the flavors we have, are just newer. And then back in the day, especially in Europe, like they're all kind of near each other, so a lot of
because people walking by, and we're like, brother, if you had to drive there, we're like, come on into my gas station.
Right, and look, I'm not saying good or, well, I am saying bad. I wish we had, like, Seattle's a walkable city, but most, like, you go to Houston, it's massive. You're not walking places. You talk about Florida, like, you're not walking to that store. You got to drive. So that's why the gas stations are so much bigger and this and that. It's also why we have ranch. I mean, look, one of my good friends lives in London, and like the first few months he was back there, he was just in his weird little depression. And I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, I don't know. I went to get like a chicken salad sandwich, and there was just a flavor in there that we don't use. And he's just like, it made me want to cry. He's like, it just sucked. Right? Now he's been over there a couple of months. He's gotten back into it. But it's like, yeah, like there's a lot of awesome stuff here with just a different culture.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's been pretty fun to watch. Some of the games have been very good as well. You still got tonight, you got a couple late ones on, which are sweet. You still have Messi and Argentina coming up at 6, and then Austria and Jordan at 9.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Florida man breaks up with his girlfriend, so she sets his car on fire.
Yay.
Meanwhile, who knew that ice cream meant so much that a fight it would inspire? During Romeo and Juliet, a cat steals the show. A motorcyclist takes a trash can to the helmet blow. And today's rescued animal, a baby raccoon, sounding like a dog in a storm drain. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right, our top story, we got Alabama, where a hatchet has been buried. The story begins on the local roads when a couple ran into each other at a stoplight and a call-out occurred. They agreed to meet in a local parking lot, and things only escalated from there. Video was taken of the altercation in which we see a woman screaming obscenities and insults at a DoorDash driver who hurls insults of his own right back. The reason for the blow-up is simple, yet stupid. The woman is the owner of a new local ice cream shop that opened up in town, and he left a 1-star review after his order was wrong. She initially let the review go, but when she saw him in the intersection, she saw red and the altercation began. Since the video was uploaded, the two have since buried the hatchet and both admitted that they acted inappropriately. He basically came out and said, look, if I'd have known that it was going to affect her this bad, I wouldn't have said what I said. I'm sorry for upsetting her. And she came out and said, like, he got to me. He shouldn't have. I flew off the handle, and I think once the call out happened, then it just blew up from there. You catch two people on a bad day, you're going to make a really, really bad day.
Well, I'm glad they can both at least say that, because that rarely happens.
No kidding.
We both did our thing. Sorry.
Right, because she's like, you're not going to take me down. He's like, I'm not trying to take you down, man. You didn't get my order right.
Right.
Also, that doesn't deserve a 1-star review. Like, easy now. Easy there. In other news, just a little bit down the road from there, we go to Florida, where the exes are crazy. Police were called to a home on reports of vandalism to a man's car. They arrived to find that the car had been broken into, the back seats slashed open, and set on fire, though there was no active blaze when they got there. After a short interview with the car's owner, they discovered that there was a woman that he had recently dated for about 6 months and broken up with after he refused to choose her over her kids.
Choose her over his kids.
Yeah.
Oh, he has
okay.
5
did I say
kids.
that wrong?
Yeah,
over his kids, yeah. That should tell you all you need to know.
All right.
You know, you got to hang with me or your
kind
kid.
of the story. Can you believe his decision?
When officers arrived at her door, she was combative, which eventually led to resisting arrest charges after they knew that they had their suspect. She admitted to going over to her ex's home, but claimed that the sister shot at her, though denies doing anything to the car. But an eagle-eyed officer noticed something in her driveway, yellow foam, which was positively identified as originating from the seats that were slashed open on the car.
Damn.
Yep. She was arrested and now faces several charges. The seat foam was obviously took a ride home with you and then landed in your driveway.
If you're going to set a car on fire, I'm just saying, you can cut it open, do your thing. I just would have left the foam where it is.
Well, I think it was there by accident.
Okay.
I think she slashed it up. I think she just went all crazy with it. Ended up in her clothes on her person somehow, and then fell off of her person when she got home, and it falls into her driveway. That's the way that I could, because they found it in the driveway.
But she's so crazy, I just feel like, it's a trophy.
I'm taking it.
You seat foam, bitches.
Why is it always the doggone car? I understand that dudes are probably a bit more predisposed to really have a soft spot for their car, but at the same time, it's like, I really just need that to get to and from work. I don't...
Look, man, it could have been your house or it could be your car. Like, take the car.
Yeah.
She's obviously wackadoo, man, so I think he got off easy.
It's fun when I see those thrown through the auction, too.
Oh, really?
All of a sudden, one of those rows like, oh, someone's got an X.
Jesus. You think Cheater will buff out?
That's deep, brother. That's deep. A man in Rhode Island found himself in some trouble for his actions at a local street celebration. They were holding their Feast of St. Joseph, which they close off a downtown street and host live entertainment, food vendors, and folks are able to move freely throughout the celebration.
Great saint.
A video was shared online. What is he a saint of, St. Joe?
Not sure, but I went to St. Joseph's Elementary, so I like the guy.
There's a couple St. Joseph's around here, and I've done the auction there.
Popular.
So they're fun. Let's see here. A video was shared that features a motorcycle tearing through the closed street, which is interrupted by a patron who hurls a plastic trash can at the bike, causing them to crash to a stop. Police caught the trash talker and took him into the trash tosser and took him into custody, where he now faces 2 felony charges. And the motorcycle rider was identified as a local 19-year-old who faces a bevy of charges of his own. Nobody was injured in the incident, other than maybe a few scrapes on the motorcycle rider.
Ted, just so you know, St. Joseph. All right.
Oh, thank you.
He is known as the protector of the Holy Family. I love how they say this. St. Joseph is best known as the foster father of Jesus Christ and husband of Virgin Mary. But he is
Joseph.
He's the patron of workers in the universal church. He's the model of obedience and faith. And, wow, the patron of a happy death. Wow.
You know what? You're right. It never dawned on me that's the same Joseph.
Right.
That's the Joe.
Yeah. They sainted him. All right.
Wow, I think he kind of deserved it.
No kidding, dude.
His wife got pregnant, and he knew. It was divine.
It was.
Didn't question it.
Never came up on a late night.
Yeah, not after a bottle of wine. Immaculate.
Jesus made a fresh bottle of wine for everybody. Maybe we had a little too much.
You know, his buddies are like, Joe, come on, man.
Come on, man, you know.
Come on, Joe. Joe.
No.
Get real, dude.
Hang on. Let me just consider for a second.
Hell of a guy, though. What I say? Great saint.
Just
Great save.
spitballing here, but
just throwing darts at a board here, but what if? If you ever find yourself caught in a performance of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, we've all thought the same thing. You know what will make this more entertaining, Steve? A cat.
They're not wrong.
We toasted them earlier today, which is exactly what happened at a performance in Turkey. A video is gaining traction online which features a rogue cat that managed to make his way into the theater and onto the stage, where we see the feline interacting with the actors on stage, mainly Romeo following his death scene, spoiler alert, with the cat playfully batting at the deceased Romeo's hair, who desperately tries to hold character during the incident. Eventually, the cat found a little stool on the stage where he enjoyed the rest of the scene to the applause of the audience. He was even given a bow during the curtain call because he was right there at the right time.
Yeah.
Well done there, buddy. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
we go to Connecticut for the latest rescue operation. Local crews got a call about an animal trapped in a storm drain that sounded like a dog. They arrived on the scene and were able to locate the creature, which actually turned out to be a baby raccoon. They were able to lift the drain cover and fish the animal out. Due to her concerning condition, she was taken to a licensed wildlife rehabilitator where she got a warm bath and lots of care, because apparently she was freezing, dude. They are hoping to return her to the wild once she's old enough to fend for herself.
Do you think if someone said it sounds like a baby raccoon, they still would have showed up?
No.
They showed up because you said it sounds like a dog. You think it's a dog. You go, oh, it's a baby raccoon. Right. We're not going to drop the storm drain. But if they said, hey, man, I think there's a raccoon stuck in there.
Don't worry.
Do they put the same effort?
Mom will be back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let nature take its course.
It's a wild animal.
That's right. All storm drains lead out.
They do.
They get to walking. Men's Room Sports, there's more World Cup coverage tonight over on Fox and later on tonight on FS1. And you've got baseball and TBS and MLB Network. Cal Raleigh's back in the lineup for the Mariners, who are back here at home for a 3-game series starting tonight. There's some big orange team here in town looking for an ass whooping after a little split series there out in Baltimore. As far as your weather, the cool down continues as we do have some clouds tonight with a low of 55, and tomorrow should just be partly cloudy skies and a high right around 73.
Party clouds.
Party clouds.
Party clouds.
Some of your headlines with that, Mike Hawkins.
Thanks, sir. Hump Day tomorrow. See you for the next time for the return of Who Sucks Less. The lovely Jolene is up in just a second.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But
Party
in the
time.
meantime,
Party clouds.
we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.